Say, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Due to the time differences, one love always. And then I watch ya pass samba, and I Sofo, I Samuel Okoso, I samba joining in for our real moon tre, nay lesson 10. And then no, you be focus on the bad side of jealousy. I can't wait to suffer. And then to say this one, I have so much to share, but maybe trend so like one two aspects, where you coming from. To me, will be big na maybe ya obi akwa aba yechia obi a dofo no mu nyina wo ba no wa invite adamfo bi wa wonware kwampo na ese usua because ebe boa wo e wo daachi with decision making no ne nneoma ne ye bi a wo ye ne betimi amo asesa brother Vasco chop kisses. It's good to see you. Enti Sofo Samuel Okoso. Mema wakwaba.
Yeah, mommy.
Yes, we are doing the insura. When you pa na wonso e.
You know the who you pa. The church nyina Adwoa Odo mo adwen ene omnim die no bibia aboa yen. Ena nso se de rekwedi kankana onyame ya dom ma ya san hye mu biom. Na otwa kwa akora beto yen a. E kasa ye na nkan Awurade din. Se na nso watan de bedu mpempenso yi. Na ye de dwuma ne hye ne nsam se ono hye dwuma pa se owie no. Ono me hye dwuma pa se no owie. Na hye din kase anyonya.
Amen. Man. And that Yehovah say that says soften to pa. Ene won chire pa, wa dream pa, wo kasa pa, ni nyinara. Boss baako for the marvelous, knowledgeable, strong-willed, beautiful boss lady. Bam. Na mesemo adofo boss lady. UK 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. I am checking it out on Fire Life Radio or Bell Ride them prof. Hey, na me say, boss shot still no bonum na say wo yin in sama akuma I say, hey, mommy dear. Hi. What you want na oyi this star? No, but sorry. Boss, good to see you. Nyami Shra and Sofo Samuel Okoso. They say last week, which and Newma be or a jealousy, good side. Up to today, may still me process it. May share that the grasp of it. But to say same be or honor would it to judge say it makes perfect sense out to say ye movie ye be pain. By ye ni kono sa boss was no class on Americano. Ye ni kono that aspect. Because me no when it comes to jealousy no ye emotions bia me who say emboa wo kwan bia so because obia what this to say or build this emotions normally no ebi mu didi boni pa it's that kind of characteristic enti no menka say it doesn't exist but when it comes to the negative side I mempe say me this ade no ebe hye me brem but obi wo ho no ma or still little jealousy. But the problem is that nipa awarefo okun wo yire bema emma enkwala just all kinds of all ages obi wo ho no ma onim sene obe balance ne emotions ne emu bebre de abufuo na ya ade jealousy etimi ma nipa kum nipa enti no yesrewa ala wada roma se wo swidi na eja minim se wo bebo ha say in every way the bad side of jealousy and he fan after all the shots yefe
Yo mira say esan che te obium anaji say obi aka no ampa jealousy ana say yam fan say ahoya ɛwɔ how ne how beebi a ɛkɔ a ɛyɛ ɔhaw no ɛdɔɔso paa na ɛno nso ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛhu paa ɛbi sɛ wadi kan aka baako sɛ ɛtumi de okum ba na deɛ ɛma no ɛyɛ ohu paa ne sɛ obi a ɔyɛ ahoyɛ biara no ɛyɛ oniberefo obi a ɔyɛ ahoyɛ biara no ɔyɛ oniberefo na ɛnibere na ɔwɔ mu no yɛbɛfa no mmiɛnsa ahoyɛ a na obi yɛ no yɛbɛfa no mmiɛnsa na yɛhwɛ sɛ saa mmiɛnsa no nyinaa mu no ɛbɛtumi ada adi ama yɛhunu sɛ ahoyɛ a ne yɛ a ɛnyɛ no obi a bɛhunu na awarefoɔ wɔ bi a anaa ebi si ɛwɔ awareɛ bi mu a awarefoɔ ani abɔ mo so na ɔmatumi ahwɛ ne yie ɛfiri sɛ ɛtumi de ntua bebree ba na ɛtumi ɛha awareɛ nso nea ɛdi kan a yɛhwɛ mu ɛfa obi a ɔyɛ oniberefo no sɛ obi wɔ hɔ a ɔwɔ bi adekɔn no a ɛno nti ɛnam so no a ɔde jealous no adekɔn no ɔwɔ bi but ohu ne partner no sɛ ɛyɛ ne ku o sɛ ɛyɛ ne yere o ɔno nso deɛ ɔwɔ a na ɛyɛ ne ya nti yɛmfa sɛ abere bi baeɛ a menim owura bi a na ɔte aburokyire ɛna ne maame ɛwɔ Ghana osi dan maako mmiɛnsa ɛma ne maame na ne yere nso ɛma ne yere nso ɛyɛ Ghana ni ne mo ɔmo nyinaa mfi kuro baako so nti ɔbaa no nso atwa mu baa ito nso twa mu baa no obehu ne wahu sɛ ɔbaa mi na si dan mmiɛnsa ma ne maame ɔno ɔbaa no oni bi nti ɔno ɔkɔdu yɛ no ɛna ɔyɛ n'adwene sɛ ne tɛ deɛ ɔbaa bɛsi dan ama ne maame ɛna ɔno nso hyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɔresi nti ɔresi ne mu ara na sɛ ɔwɔ aburokyire nti ɔmu a na ɔde sika ba ɛmu na ne ku ne fa mu baa yi ɔbaa no sɛ ɔkɔkyia n'ase no nti hɔ na ɔkɔhu sɛ ɔbaa no nso ɛresi bi ama ne maame ɔkɔ aburokyire ka kyerɛ sɛ ade nti na wosi dan ama maame na wɔnka nkyerɛ me anyɛ ne papa so o ɛna ɔbaa no sɛ wɔsi dan mmiɛnsa ma maame na mimi si dan baako pa a wode ɛhaw anyɛ sɛ ka bɔ wɔn amanneɛ ɛkɔyɛ ntɔkwa kɛseɛ paa wɔ mo ntam a ebi fi ntɔkwa no kyɛ aseɛ fi aburokyire no ebi bɛka abusua no koraa wɔ Ghana ha
my gosh
nti wɔn sɛ ɔno ne mmiɛnsa na wɔasi ne deɛ ɔbaa no hu ɔbaa no anka hwee o kɛsɛ wo deɛ ɔpɛ anuonyam ɛde ama wo abusuafoɔ na ɔbaa no deɛ ɔno no ɔwɔ ahoɔden na obetumi asi biara no ama ne maame a ahoɔyɛ nti mmiɛnsa na bɛma ne Ghana sɛ ɔmpɛ na mu baako na ne yere ne esi ama ne maame no ɛne na ɛyɛ ne ya
look at this which is
so nti saa ahoɔden nipa na ɔmo te saa no adeɛ no ɔwɔ bi ɔno a wɔ bi kura ne deɛ dɔɔso nti Bible mu ne bi si abere a na ɔhene fɛ ne David Bible ne kyerɛ sɛ na ɔwɔ yerenom 7 na dɛko bi a ɔkɔdware a ɔyɛ no na ne fie no ayɛ sɛ abonsan no ɔkɔdware no ɔkɔhu na koa baako ayere a ɔno nso dware sɛ tata no ne bie ne nyɛ kɛseɛ nti no ebi a bathroom kwa de yɛn bɔɔso nti ɔmo abonsan no so no na ohu ɔbaa no a ɛyɛ na koa yere no owie dɔto nsa frɛ no na ɔne ne hyia anam ama ɔbaa no nyinsan yɛ nti n'anim no na ne kunu nso ɔmo nso ɔwɔ baabi a ɔmo ku ntɔkwa ɛde aboa ɔman no nti ɔbaa no mu sɛ ne kunu n'anya saa adeɛ no ɛna dwesa ne tɛ deɛ a ɔbɔ David ama ne David nso hu ne sɛ ntɔkwa na ɔmo ko ana edu baabi a na ɔmo agye ɔmo ho kakra na ɔmo ba fie tɔmo ba fie no ɛna David ehu sɛ akɔda ba fie nko adeɛ ɛyɛ den a asɛm a ɛyɛ sie yi David ho bɛkyerɛ no nti ɔbɔ wɔde kakyɛ aberanteɛ no so aberanteɛ ɛna nko adeɛ bɛ sɛ wokɔ fie na wokɔ yere hɔ onum sɛ obi a wakɔ trip akyɛ deɛ onya kɔ fie nko adeɛ a deɛ ɔba so
me mo bi akaba
na aberanteɛ no dabi nana me kɔ fie enye ye because ɔko a yɛgyina no yi and a bibia say any kwasa obi ade no ho aka na yere nti me kwa ara ka say ma sai botae no nti me nko David no ho ba kire no obomodi aka the captain a ogina ntokwa nyan so kwa fa we ko bibia ho adin ni pa na onya kwan mu nti ode ne kwa ya nso no okowui na wa kire ngam ye no kwa fo ni nyama nyina nti no nyame so odi fo be ka kire David say ade a wo ye no wa nya ni yi o ayire no 7 on pe ba ko pe obi ade yire ba ko pe no ene na wo pe that is how jealousy na kwa ye me was 7 but me madam for yire ana ma ko yire no ne ho me fe no ho de san ko wori oba wi
wow not hey asemo na ti say omo aya omunya sa na yenim say eye emotions ade bi a ye feel within so and obi wo ho no ma o grow sa ade no ahoya no last time o kan twi mu say nunkum ha obi wo ho no ma sa characteristic na woni mu no or building on that. Some I find say you movie I can say okay, me person me building me self-confidence. Obi enim say self-confidence who build there. We share wo ho den na wo gi wo ho dia ebetimi ama wa ye nneoma bebre a chese be boa wo wa brabo mu ana say nipa eben wo because we ye bibi a wo gidie wo mu and wo gi wo ho di sana obi a wono no na adwin no sane etie no ana say ni nipa ni suban ni se suban no de wono enya adagie ewo ho eye se obe build sa ayi ahoya na ti say me fan say boss lady wa ade ana se wo ya ade na ekoya edie nti na memfo anu na chese memmo na baso na memma no entu anamon kese because to say yen nyina free kro baako if ye Ghana for enti say nanimu tia what they tia man nanim too free to say like I'm proud to speak about boss lady because ade a wo ye no wo ye chese eboa e wo kwan bebre mo mani pani je so ho na just she builds people up or inspire people and she talk about a lot of issues that majority within humanity you struggle with and we get different your friends and different opinions inti ade a wo ye na boa wo kwan bebre so na me si okay boss lady ade a wo ye no nipa bebre hwa ni nti no se me ye nneoma bi a me show bibi a chese me de be say de wo ye no na chese me se suban no enye me
say
kasa no poisonous enkoye
they will say sunsun mienu ahonhom mienu de wo wiase ba koso ba kunsa but the osano abiri no pese odi the osono so
wow
so onyamu kunsun ana obro sam sunsun ya no ade papa wo ho
wow
so you sam sunsun obi an so no eno ade bone wo ho yes asembisi I want to say Isaiah 14 I say obonsam bo ni timu po say mefo akosoro akotre nyankopon apampam na me makodi hin ho na onyame ehye ebetwe ne hwe ase no de okan ni say se mabehwe ase dia ne nyankopon de anyonyom ma nipa dia ane onipa ni nyankopon benya anyonkofa nti mebo modern say sa anyonkofa na onipa ni nyankopon wo no mesai no
wow
ane ne the bible kan wa say oba ye say oba edi intro ni maame on say de wo kan nyame sunsun na nipa ne ede ya ade no help bebre akebi wo ha ade a ka na program na bia ka mo akon mo ebi no wo ha Be a yes program na kebi o maka so obi akwa no enough is enough the be amra. But that program no asesa obi abrabo. Ha na de oya ahoya no ono anya onu nti. That's the second group of nipa oya ahoya no. Anya onu nti no. And enya me dia akanfo o kasa bi say akanfo titu edwomfo ma amo ebebi amo say yebekodwa ne yebeto ba akwa de nto ba akwa de nsuo nto na edware nyina mbu.
Wow, that's how bad it is. Just say so wow. Notice what you wow.
Enyame Sofo Samuel Okoso na akoye Adwoa Odo mensa. Ida de nti na bi a ebe ma nanim agu ase. Na asenu na ma ontumi enya ade na afi nkofo mu ne di. Ebi say on na de bi nkofo bo ne di.
Wow.
Ide enyo ma. Ana esa nyame dia ana ma ho oya no. Me de ba say no. Nti obo se wa cha say kana ho nsem bi.
I know that they can samba bebrebe no gas intro and then you pay asama what one thing what be no de bi aka ho send ya be your be say nipa no woni mo be musam kakra bi a wate no no di tene what asumasi any asumasi de pa ye mu bi peka nanse mu say na the Okoso social media they say obehu na obi the VAE audio recording aba obi one ne ye adamfo before say oma be ye frenemies omo nye namfofo biem enti no wo friend no ebusebusa ne nsem bi no a record no de abetudwa na chese confusion any division kwa na bi mu create na ade a me eba me trim ne say na chese se wo hwe nnuoma mu a se obi bekọ against you a na sa nipa no wo envy wo because obi a woni o envy obi a na say on semrema obi foforo no wono no na chese wo dwen ne ho onwe wo ho because se obi hu hia wa when someone is more valuable than your own self now and now who's spending more time to try to destroy the person because as who say emre na wo say e wo nipa ne ho na wo de asɛ no samre no nka betimi ayusu samre no e de aya de pa bi ama wo ankasa wo ho nti na kyerɛ wo kura mpo no wo no ye fra wo jimi kyerɛ wo nyansa no wo ye kitikiti bi because who feel say we good nipa anymore as you and you maybe wo ho a wo ya ebegu nipa anymore as na say wo be ya ade bi a nipa no chese ne nneoma bi bekofom but at the same time no wo a wo ye no edien pa na wunya free mu mfaso be na wunya free because now wo problem anopen na me ka say ye mu bebre are mentally ill. Yemu bebre ya yare wo yetrim. Ba ye say on say fie bi wo ho no ma wutimi boni pa so sidin. Almost say men fie no wono abadam onya papa. So ahu because abusuafo na bi ni namfofo na bi ahu say adwene nya adwuma se ne ye no. But say even though ne ye ka ye pushing it aside I say it's unimportant. But I see a when you may be muye because some
I know yes, you can say many are called, but few are chosen. And a doctor will say many are mad, but few are on the wayside.
And you don't I have some more since I had to grab me. Oh Lord, we might be a CB from Aquaba, Elizabeth, Kala Aquaba, my beautiful sister Rami Nana Martin. Akwabanso. And yeah, some more doctor no so was then.
I think many are mad, but few are on the wayside. Because only few people have open abontia. Ebiana, say maybe I'm naked, and I said I'm abontia. But there are so many people are bad, are mad, because that kind of something say. Obi the one Ghana ha 10 cities, 1 city. You buy America, we person buy here. Everyone have buy 1 cent.
Yeah.
Or the smart ba. So on konkota ade emre no. Na akwa ne ko no, odi agro okwan. Ne ba no na ska na yira. Na sa ba ka tell na say ma ska na ba na yira. Na ma ni hiti ayon. Ma ni hiti ayon. Na de share akwala no. Jadi apa na akwala ni epirai. Na sa ni ko. Tadi ko hospital no. Oboka, you find oboka bye ebia $10.
Sister Pianima. Sister Pianima run your you know. That's so funny. Sorry.
Oh. I don't know how to oboka bye $10. But okay, you say then it's the church anyone us look at this. Now we omo adama. Just let's say buy 1 cent. What book about $10?
No correct.
Mentally, no. Oh yeah. All the time another 1 cent. No man, no koto ya. And it called a bit sebu, almost $9.
No correct.
But one to me again is and I didn't share a
Yeah.
We are talking of envy. Okay, our real wounds are our real. Obama no ba ni ewobi. But on one good and the year on any telequano or invino.
Hey, so for a problem because I worry for baby a stroke go through with sa and new mano. Ben maybe one man in Yere Koswa, a yenny yapa because of full sun in Yere Koswa. On to me. And yet near Pesta or Yeno because of be a man be almost was say Uncle Barbie depending on it so there be now or noon or banner one move for one near the end where Timia can you obey me a catch and a man being so one more omuku no koswa and no so another problem it say a bar wa real na a man and mema they become envious. Ya nem ni pesamin kumunyanom ni can just say a crime bana or yiri okun adophonum ye bet me a faswa ye bell limitisa a jealousy in your man.
Did he care about when I say, and never say Nana, Yakase. Obon Samuriano. Then Paul catch Paul Chalk my second Corinthians 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 16 or say see you done it radio you done it hard about going to radio everybody every year had the grave before today can say our Libya yama ya ho kwan ema Kristo edi aware mu hin sa hohom ya eye envy anase eye ahoya ya edi awale so
what is 2 Corinthians 3:15
3:16
oh okay 3:16 when you penny America for penny you see 2 Corinthians one
so I think the damage Jesus Jesus bet me it did kind I woman say as I said our bia no yema Jesus ebem if you say that ye hwa aware so you say everybody can say any kwan say onipa nko atena nemu obay ne seso boafo nti everybody ena di kan esiesi aware no nti say oba ha na ba ma bia no ema ne ho kwan eba Jesus ebetena aware ni mu a yisa ayini efri ho otumi yisa ahoya ahoho no efri ho
no correct most of men
I said so you master You will never be real. You will never be real. I say you to me share your hustle.
No correct. No.
The king I didn't quite chill will never be out when you say. I did way I had the money. I had the money. So you part of milk moon when ya. I said a
Wow. No correct. I mean, to say I did me say minya bibia me kun so dia. And a me kun ya dia semi to me. But so for obi no wo ho no ma. Or you ni okunum bi wo ho no ma nya sa no. Je na sister Ramika say most men are so controlling. Esa say ye mema ni bebre no. To say on person na yire be so. On say oba e depend won ni kun so a. Or yire e depend won ni kun so a. Aya de be ma ne be ka no. And I befa because to say you don't have any means. So and you know, before say when back controlling and they play part in that. And to say be away your banner say one worry bear ma suffer there be no share so all the time now. Because of your one man control no insecurity. Just on no one just on no crown or no nim say enya ne se so ba ne so
pastor Osika no e me ba me didi se bia nyama ye kwan ye be hwe se de oba ne obema aware 43 obi aye adwuma etimi bua but Osika no anxiety aye one factor ama mema bebre no aye jealous about some ma ye adwuma
no correct
yes because said Osika na no na do ye say ono akasa o low self esteem oh they be o shado ho ano hu say hey said them sisi say obai ayaka what you be gina free me nsem o
Chineke Nigeria ni beka eno ni asem no enti ye mema ni they purposely omo pese omo yire hu be ye fe no wi awasa de na kwotena ba bi say na me yire ni hu ni because of the just to control senior sister Rami Nana Martin kan you know the controlling part and no what full say or power
power not again
sorry guys sorry Sofo so ho no my basa monko say minim de e ba enti a it just kicked me out and I Sofo so de aye Sofo so side a free so Sofo me kick me out unti no Sofo kasa na me hwesa me te nka
hello
yeah okay I think say me man ye me ensane sa because who free so back no oh okay
me was
okay me tonka at one mute to by a tonka enti kasa saya me call of me akasa you don't have to stop because app now me used to say me free so still, no, the other person can still continue to talk. That's the one thing I love about this. Meaning the entire kick me off, and earlier, so and me and we kick me off. You know, impact to one, the na walk on so. Tough oh, software time freezing. Ain't you know? I'm sure Sofo be joining in. Or be joining in soon. Ain't you know? Say oh, Nana Mafua. Apomu say it's good to see you, eh? And then to say crisscross man, my baby sister. I want Fedria for you feel good genes, pa. We have good genes, you know, to say like I want fending the let me go back. I think some escape a couple things. Sister Rami, crystal where crystal everywhere. Men, all men equal. You see, all men are created equal, but I don't think that their mind work equally the same. We have a lot of them that have different mind frame of thinking. Sister Nana, Sister Hannah Asamoah Akwaba. I welcome everybody. Yeah, I mean, when we talk in that terms, now sometimes the noble men, like they struggle with a lot of things. For me, I don't trust anyone. Hey, Sister Rami, Nana Martin, Charlie, no be small thing. Even reading it, no, I feel your pain. Trust needs to be earned. No. It cannot be given under any circumstances. And then the Ghana line, no, I shall send them. And you know, to trust someone, no, you have to sacrifice a lot and you know make yourself vulnerable. But some of us, you know, experiences are what have it in the past. And some experiences now, when you have it now, it's so hard to let it go and to forget about it. You cannot forget about it. You have to use that as a lesson for you to be able to just live your life as normal as possible. So, I mean, how do they say this? I mean, humanity disappoints us at any point in life. So, I mean, I trust my God. You know, with God, all things are possible. But when you put your everything on humans, at the time of need, you know, they will disappoint you. Trust me. I have been there. I have experienced things. And, you know, there are people, they have words. They know how to talk to you, how to talk with people. But when they turn against you now, or they abandoned you now, Charlie, no be small thing, don't go there. So, you know, trusting someone is like, it takes a lot of time and patience. You know, in due time, I'm sure say you will learn to trust someone, but the way your words comes out, you know, I think that it's going to be a long way. That person that can get you to trust them, you know, that person will be unique person. Sister Ya Atubra said, we are not invested in our personal growth as people. If we took this more seriously, there will be better outcomes in our relationships. There will be little room for envy, jealousy, and lack of progress. Thank you. Thank you. This Ayatobra. That's the key. You know, a lot of us do not invest in our personal growth because most of us, most men, most women, most wife, most husband, most everyone, they do not see the value of that. Many wives are looking for their husbands to do everything to make them happy in everything. And meanwhile, you have some husband looking for the actually most husband, because you know what they talk about, a woman needs to make their men happy, a woman needs to do this, a woman needs to do that. Like the list is so long in comparison to what men needs to do to make their wives happy. You see, oh, the only thing that like our list is short. Money you go see on top, oh, that is for the dependent women. Money will be on top. Property, physical appearance, software. Sofo, not before someone to be about to grab your arms. Hey, and idea. Ghana line a shot the oh, still Sofo one more freezy. Eh? And you know, like for women list, you know, you have money, property, physical appearance, being able to have a big genital for more like and then the list just stopped. You don't see like growth, investment, self-love, none of that, you know, you don't see it. And then when it comes to the men now, a woman need to certify the husband, a woman need to make the man happy, a woman need to do the house chores, a woman need to make sure they feed their husband, they don't make their husband hungry, a woman needs to produce, a woman needs to do, like the list just keep going and going and going. Like we don't focus on anything that has to do with progress, right? So there is a bigger room. Send your sister to Brakayan. Say you're investing in ourselves now. We won't have room for enviousness, for jealousy, and lack of progress. But the fact is that we have all this expectation, assumption, and you know, rules and regulations when it comes to marriage, what women's responsibilities are, men's responsibilities are, what, like there's so much things being thrown in at the same time. No? It leaves room for envy, jealousy, and lack of progress, and that's simply sad. I think that I skip a couple of them. Brother Joe Kingsley, Akwaba, Pomuti saying. Sister Yato Branyamin Shroud, that was a great point to make. This Sister Rami Nana Martin said, especially if you have to go to work and making money more than them. A problem. Maybe they have a problem with their wives making more money than they making money, which is like absurd, because but some of them think in terms of, because the money be more, and when they make more money than their husbands now, they make it known and they make sure say they rub that in their husbands' faces, you know, and make it known to other people, which makes them feel smaller than they already feel. So yes, some husbands, some men do get jealous when their woman makes more money than them, because the woman will start mistreating them and, you know, talk to them anyhow they feel like it. But we have to know, like, you know, tomorrow never dies, and our yesterday will not be the same as today or as tomorrow. And we shouldn't be looking down on other people, especially when you're couples. You need to respect and give respect where respect is due. Respect is earned, it's not given. So it's like, you know, being, when some men talk about I'm the man, I'm the head of the house. So what? You give yourself, like, titles seems to be the one biggest things for most Ghanaian men, you know, for their ego, to feed their ego. The title, it means so much for them. Those who does not really focus on the titles are the ones who have it. They know exactly what it is that they want and what they can give, what they can produce, and what they can maintain and retain in their marriages. Hey, me na mature. Oh, me free some casa Sofo Casano. Okay, Sofo talk. Why? Oh, Sister Rami, no. You the fear of what? What are we talking about? Let me see. I think I skip. I don't know why it keeps having me like skip. Crisscross Mensa says, we heard you whistling Sofo. Oh, I see. Not me free, so no, Sofo. What church you worship at? Okay, Sofo Banu Abe and Sama. I heard it too. Oh, when he started whistling, okay, because me feels, I'm sure that was confusing. He was wondering where I was. Crisscross. Oh, okay. Crisscross put Sopho's church over there, the Church of Christ spiritual movement. Thank you, Crisscross. Appreciate it. And then wow, Sister Rami Nana Martin she said that she's talking from experience when it comes to not trusting anyone. Sister Rami, let me know if that's wrong, if that's not what it is. You talking about, you talking from experience. I see. Okay, Sister Ayatu Rasadua, I have feet of clay. I am not a superwoman. Sis, I hear you. I hear you. I mean, so like when it comes to our arena, the way some of our men and women talk about the things that women has to do now. Hey, my name is Eben. So to me, he can connect. I don't know for today. Today, dear, Charlie. Today be today. Any Abraham very place, but not in Chenny and Casa. The fall and rise of Chiamiedi. I know so free. Oh, come on. That would be awesome. Oh, sir. Hey, although we said well, Percy a program, the fall and rise of Chiamiedi, and he's talking about me. I just can't wait. I've been trying to get him to come on. So whatever he wants to talk about, I'm game. I'm trying to get Sofo to come back on. Okay, Mami Sam sending a Mija will now sound back on. Oh, wait, yes, I see date. We broke up. Oh, so that's I'm crying and grow legs because nothing I will lie and I will missing won't cast. Bomidin to us here, or bomidin to us, and I'm saying, sir, I me papa, but me sit down and a bomidin to us here, right? Me see my dog from the bomidin. My husband said he's going to do that program. I cannot wait. Hey, ask someone here. Why would they judge me for? And I said that time na me nimu to that extreme now bo me din to asiesa. Me ni baby akwo nya me din ni nyina so to asiesa. I know say wo papa ketua na ka kire o. And I said you know my share say you share fufro no there I treat you bad into we can talk about it more though and you can give details. What the name? Yeah, jealousy. Let's do jealousy. Then you're going to get a nice hair shape.
That program is going to be lovely. I'm telling you.
Hey, Jamia Jania, bro. Okay, he's so serious. He said he wants to do a program with me to come and expose me that day. Sister Raminanama, and you have to be here. Sister Yato Bra, you all of you need to be here because Chiami said he's coming to expose me. Sister Rami Nanama and said it is always about the individuality of the person, most certainly. Like, hey, now I'm a dra. We are there. Me from Ghana and son I will back room head. Yeah, some now walk cano. Hey, challenge me. Yeah, I say you. How can you marry me from Ghana before you go enter in America? Hey, you're steady. Hey, akwai portrait Sambia bo. Photogram. Because like, how do you marry someone from home before you come here? Eh? December, why fragile ego with money? It is going to be one place and and someone says I had to bra. I kid you not. What's it? Na eti me pamucha wo and then the bad side the bad side of jealousy. Now software freeze want me masuna me keep the conversation going with the contribution. Ken Sujinechire has it talking about something that happened centuries. Maka wasn't but see or pesamuti details, no. He wants some more kind, no. And he said, not just I think so. I am jealous. He says, saying, many of moody mo support me. Was so pese mu send ye she afofro subanya mi chire no pese mu na mo yeden omu yim omu yeden omu yimi man na so omu yeden twi ba na kan
talking about
the fall and rise of Chiamieje. Until you talking about yourself. No, but I was so percent
about you.
About me.
You fall me and I rise.
The way I fall you and then you rise. Yeah, so many. Charlie. What does this have to do with jealousy? Okay. Eh? What does it have to do with jealousy? Oh, I don't think that you were so jealous, you know. Well, you know what I'm saying. It mean come with jealousy and now some I'm in fun, but
stop that for now.
Stop that for now. You want me to stop that for now? Hey, Sister Rami Asha say, was it Uncle the Blues? Uncle the Blues. Hey, Mona, Chelsea for. Eh? Hey, sister, leave it. Me leaving alone, saying, me not make come awesome. And or dear ba. And some more becana. Me dear my end, some of them in you. Eh, let my uncle come the blues. Mate, I will leave him. Why? Make Johnny how? Ombra. Okay. Yes, bra, ni and casa. I love it. Oh, since I had to brother, I love his plans. Oh, I see. Chesa munyina mu pefila. Filano. Enye sada no mu ba, mu fa, mu drink, mu nsio, mu lunch, mu bibia because munya sorry. When it comes to now, munya sorry cry. My uncle will play music. For sure, when it comes to music, years ago, missing years ago, as someone walk on, and want to my share, but me go into details because she are for front there. Now, you just say, and yet, not just say, to say in so many ways, you know, I have a lot of demons that I have to like deal with. But he said me K was so seriously jealous. Why didn't he say was saying? He was like so seriously jealous. Before we came together, not just say ni jealousy na shasi. And you know, every time we say it's good for little jealousy. How can it be good for little jealousy? That's why last week when Sofo someone
the Almighty God is jealous.
Well, even the Almighty God is jealous. What is that of he hasn't let it go. Now say wunyame sumsa usumnyame any kwansa usum obi abi. Because said the other gods, you know, he and almost a teeny tiny bits.
So he gets jealous.
But to say jealous, you know, he doesn't hurt other people. But Yemi panu sa jealous in your development. We hurt other people's feelings. Something to me, maso me we tia ebansa. Hey, K, baby, Nana ahenkan. Nana fi ahenkan se why you fi na fi wo be he what the friend is saying. Asna omo wi ni ayi ni nti se show off nko. Watch it there chance.
No, I say community shield cup they watch a chance.
Muna manyanka munya yanga nkasa watch it chance. Oh man, like it is so, I mean, like in so many ways when it comes to jealousy now, I have a really strong feelings towards that, because when you are with someone, a loved one, a friend, a family member, your spouse, and then when things happens now, they react in like in a possessive way, like like you belong to them, or like you don't show any type of reaction now, you don't love them, no. They accuse you of things, they they judge you on certain things now. When it comes to jealousy now, one of the things, there are so many aspects, but one of the things now it sticks in my mind, is insecurity. Any man, any woman who will be jealous of their partner, be envious of their partner, and really lack of progress, senior yes sister Yato Braka earlier, are not able to grow. They have low self-esteem. They are insecure in many ways, and everybody have different level, because there are different type of emotions and feelings when it comes to being jealous of something. Why do a husband or a wife be jealous of the person that they claim to love or want to spend the rest of their life with? A lot of people go into marriages without having a clear understanding what it is that they need to do for one another. When you learn to be selfless now, you find yourself putting your partner's needs ahead of you. That is a positive way to influence your partner, because what you do for them, they will reflect that back to you, for someone who has grown to love you. And it's a whole lot. This around me and say that is what I was talking about. Jealousy. Jealousy, like my husband, my gosh, his jealousy used to like set me, like it put me in crisis, because it was too much. And I just felt my feelings towards that was like, for him to react in certain way, he didn't trust me, because I know the type of person that I am. And I respect and value myself. So if I'm talking to a male person, being a woman, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm interested in the person sexually. Because for me, when I speak with people, I tend to smile. And, I'm the type of person, I talk about, it don't matter what type of topic you put on the floor or you put in the midst of our discussion. I go all around. Obi anim se masuma. Masun die wu pa na obi anaso we no nkyere se wasai. Omo maso wu pa no. Omo odi omo ho so pa. Enti no me no na me hu ne se niku enji mi di on trust me. Enti na ma no acting in such way, no. And it took some time for us to be able to like actually sit down and talk about some of these things. And Nubina couples, they're missing, they don't have effective communication. They haven't learned to do such things, having dialogue and being sincere about some of the things, that is bringing them down. And then, like if it's embarrassing to go out with your partner, and then your partner goes out and make a fool out of himself or herself because they are insecure about their position. Why do you have to be insecure of your position? Like, if you don't believe your partner loves you or care for you, or have made the choice to be with you, why are you with the person? So like when it comes to jealousy now, for me, I see the negative aspect. So I don't want to like develop on something like that into my marriage, into my life, or in with people around me. Sister Yato Brasa Adwoa, you are very transparent, so we know all already. Thank you, Sister Yato Bra. Chop kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. You see, K, he can come and tell my laundry. I don't feel. Tell hubby not to worry, cry. What shasu or TM pa when you Sister Rami, why you go laugh? What was said? Wunya one consema can the blues Chelsea fans. You're jealous. I I have my wine. Hey Charlie, you go have your wine and I have my Snapple, but I finished my Snapple long before I came in there. So let me see. Suffer me who near Okoso. I think then I will do the program by myself. Oh, is everything okay? No, Matro is everything. Is everyone? Everything okay? Matro is Sofo. It's everyone. It's everyone who. Sister Rami say, forget. Forget to pan. Okay. You think I don't trust you? I do. Oh, I see. I saw. No, but it's yes, Adwoa bi beka wa na efi won tuma nipa bi wo ho no ma wutimi gi ni di pa na chese ayi and nneoma a obeye no anase kwan ode obefa so no chale anka obi hu kura ye wo saa na chese mfaso wo so obi hu eye wo saa nti no eye nsem bebre na te se si e ka se jealousy na jealousy the state or feeling of being jealous, right? And then Sofo saw try to say also try so jealousy the state of feeling of jealousy, but when you read the definition of jealousy now, it says feeling or showing envy of someone or their achievements and advantages, which is so bad. Feeling or showing suspicions of someone's unfaithfulness in a relationship, because a lot of men and women accuse their partners of cheating. Even majority of the time, it will be in their mind, because maybe if it was them, they would do it. So they reflect their own bad, poor characteristics on their partner, right? And they want it to be true because they are the weakest links. People who tends to be jealous, they're the weakest link in the relationship because of their insecurity. And jealous people tends to be fiercely protective or vigilant of one's right or possessions. It's like, they see you as a possession, which is bad because human beings, we're not possessions. Okay. So like, and being defensive and, and being, that's not protected. They're protecting themselves. They're reflecting themselves on you. So, being jealous is not good. It's not good. For me, I see that as a negative emotion, and it doesn't help. Sister Rami, also forget it, the blues. Chelsea Chelsea fan more you jealous too. Oh my gosh. jealous emotions. When you display jealous emotions, nah, yeah. So when it comes, hey, sister Rami, I not being such as that, and some American men, I can't over such blues, Nissa. Can I get now? Okay, so jealousy is generally refers to the thoughts or feelings of insecurity, fear, and concern over a relative lack of possessions or safety. Okay, jealous emotions. Now me reading, and that's the meaning from Wikipedia. Jealousy can consist of one or more emotions, such as anger. You know, I know pay sister Rami who once near can anger once and Emma ebufuo eba ebufuo jealous obi a oyɛ pesamenkuminya no ebufuo eba ebufuo nso etimi trigger ebufuo resentment obi yɛ ade a na ɛyɛ na shi you resent the person. Inadequacy helplessness or disgust jealousy no the bad aspect no adeɛ no kyerɛ sɛ wontumi nya anti na yɛ sɛ we're discussed about it. Why should you resent someone because the person can do things better than you can? So jealousy, little jealousy. It's not good for you to develop little jealousy. So we need a dream pa. Do not think or want to build that into your life. Not just be why should you even think in such way? You know, when it comes to jealousy in a natural emotion ways, we say it's coming from overcoming jealousy emotional health center, everyday health. That's where it's coming from. Jealousy can stand in the way of living your life as a secure and fulfilled individual. That insecurity, no, because you say when you're secure every single time, no, what other people do, no, people you claim to love, no, it's not enough. You want to possess them. To say yeah, men may be and to say they don't spend quality time with their women. They don't spend money on them to buying them nice clothing. Other women wearing certain things now. But they don't do any for because of full sending any possession dia se wo ye na se ne yire ne ho ye sa anhwe na obi akwaji na free ne nsem wodi na ba fie ni de onhwe sa ade ni so yi but so kwa abonten a otimi kwotena ho no mo eko se ne ho kafo se basa edie be nti na ma ne basa. And then overcoming jealousy, emotional health center everyday health says through its a natural emotion, you can learn to control the negative aspect of jealousy and envy. Most people view jealousy and envy as very negative emotions, and with good reasons. Of course, because idea would and building up things, why should you even focus on that? Me, I want my life to be fulfilled with positivity. I want to embed myself with things that will raise me up, that will be beneficial, that will add on. So for me, I don't envy anyone. Say madam for anasa me hoka for me nua, me dofo, me ma wuf obi a me ne no eye close bi ase and you may call ye man or yes successful, I am happy for them. I am so happy for them. And when I pray now, I pray for people that I truly care for and I have developed a positive relationship with them. I pray for people in general. Some of you I have not met, but I feel like you guys have made a major difference in my life. So I have to pray for those who think good of me, not ill of me. Even the ones who think ill of me, for God to touch their heart and to understand where I'm coming from. I know not everybody is going to agree with me, but there are ways and means to connect with people. Just because you don't like what somebody says now, it doesn't necessarily mean say nipa no wompenasem. Say me nyansasem nyansasem aboa. You see? So be kanyansasem as to whether or not who penny panasem and asompa war kanyansasem anu afabi dia to koto dwom dia ye adwuma. Because ade e beboa no eno ne ye de ye adwuma enye de emwa ene ye mfa nye adwuma. Enti esi etimi ye nneoma bi a e beboa ye wo kwan bebre. So I mean it says we no ho kafo wo ho na se nneoma ekoye adenti na won support wo ho kafo no because it's a me kun aye a maybe just say I will be able to enjoy it too. And my year me could enjoy it also. And then see develop this type of negative feelings and emotions towards each other. Sister Rami Nana Martin said we spoke about it this morning. Yes, about the anger, which is one letter away from danger. Like when it comes to anger now. Crisscross Crampo and I was talking about Sister Awomrekwenyo Dende, my inspiration sister. Apomo Etis saying, I hope say yes to Adumni Shira Ohuye Pam. Sister Rami Nana Martin said, mine is not about people making it in life. My anger goes to the haters. I know, right? Your anger, no, I know, right? But no, we're talking about when people are insecure, right? And they get angry and they're trying to have possession on you to control you now. Just it's really bad, It's not emotions that people should build on. Okay, why do you resent someone? Why do somebody's success disgust you? Very bad. Why should you feel insecure about the success of your partner? It is very bad. That's a bad characteristic for anyone to develop. Many people glamorize jealousy by saying it is a sign of love. And I shared this before, okay? I shared this before from times of India, jealousy is not a sign of love. And it's not, it is not a sign of, it is not. It is a sign of insecurity and reflective of seeing your partner as an object to be possessed. And human beings, we're not an object. So why people are some husbands and wives, they want to possess their partner. They're not an object. You possess objects. You possess things like this. This is possession, clothing, but you don't possess a human being. Like control freaks. For people who tends to be jealous, like you don't want your wife to do this, you don't want your wife to wear this, you don't want your wife to talk to this person, you don't want your husband to do this. Like you got issues, real issues. Jealousy is a negative emotion stemming from both desire and insecurity, but not love. Jealousy has nothing to do with love. Love is a positive energy, positive feelings, choices that we make in life. Jealousy is a negative emotion, negative feeling. So how did the two coincide with another? A lot of people don't really understand what they're talking about. When you show how jealous you are. It shows that you love me, you care for me. My goodness gracious. Eh? No wonder some people think backwards. You think your thinking is reverse. You use jealousy as a form of love. It's never love. It's a negative emotions. So it cannot be love. Love is a positive energy, positive and emotions, and positive feelings within. So how can that be combined with being envious, feeling disgust about somebody? Does love and disgust goes together? Idea ya will time, any idea will pay. And two different things. Hi, hi. It's like Sister Ramin Anama, and especially with people who hate you when you make it in life. And with your mom problem, and no matter where you go, you're always going to have some of those people. Ain't now my bra bonko no. To say people are on one year and fee will be a wetting ya why juma brenya, Obi wɔ no more no anya hwe ohun so anya score so we dey sika duro. Ono na ko sika so kwaje aduro. Ne hard work awaye, but esa sa adwen bone ne adwen fin wo ye mu bebre tiri mu nti no. So ohun bibi sa na yi wo dwen se nipa no fa kwan bone so na ye. Why? Why do we do that? Very bad. It's very bad characteristic, and we need to get ourselves out of there. Many people don't realize, and sometimes the root of jealousy, be a free ebano, inadequacy. Because who left, right, front, and back, and there are some no. Wo krampo obi wo ho no ma che se ahoya na ewo ni mu kra woni ba bi onya free ye je se nipa ne ho ye na shinkeke obi wo ha wo din kra di ato wo no eye ne hi edin na da wo so no ho ye na shi aya asamo chale. Oh man. Sister Womerekua, that's in Yamishra. We greet you also. Welcome. Sister Rami said, praying for people who hate you is what God will base on to bless you. Most definitely. My enemies, I pray for them more, but I pray for them to stay as far away from me, even if I don't know and I'm talking to them on a daily basis. Now, I ask God to find ways to remove them from my life. Yes. I can't media to say the terms of keep your your friend close and your enemies closer. No. I mean to say literally, and any will feel will be no, you don't do that. I don't grace in Medofopa, yet I Yehovah I say, Yamisha, Sister Alethea, or Dolly, or Ba to Mahofedia, excuse me, and hello to you as well. And like a new baby, one ma, a worry for yet adapted by a worry. It is sad. In fact, Sofo to me maso. I don't know why. Meaning the entire own to me maso. And then come on the bay the sound only say a neoma etoto e papa so sana. Oh, sister, I will medas in Yami Shira pa. Let me see, where was I? So I would say absolutely, it's very bad. Yeah. Jealousy is not good for anyone to develop in, even when they say there's a good side in that. Like, I'm still processing, no. But to say, Obi Oho Timika say, I guess say Sofo can be so you swear, which is, sister, what can you dear? And come in and come any beje pa, or hey, I will kill for that. it's just a figure of speech. I'm not saying I'm going to take her life for that. But we'll be the bad aspect no they mean it and they're going to follow through with it. And nibri bonnie no, I don't you can a nibri bonnie. So jealousy, as the root of jealousy, jealousy also stems from feeling of inadequacy through they usually more conscious than with envy. Okay. Envy no tree no cry. Okay, envy no tree no yeah then because ahoya pesamunkumunya. Which one is which? Pesamunkumunya ni envy no, right? Ahoya ni jealousy no, right? Okay. Pesamunkumunya no. Wuhu ahoya no bebre. Esen pesamunkumunya no. But to say pesamunkumunya no eya ade a nipa no wo pe na wodi be control so oh my goodness. So be one nso as a jealousy no to put fear in the other person, because ade ba ko na ha me wo se meni nipa wo honom na to say ade a menyeye wo de hyemia na che say ya because it's a wunya ade ne de to so a ya rough uyu hu ba bi enye enti no edru ba bi a to say some of minimiku the first 2.5 to 3 years, some of our disagreement no ni ade no to say like we make comments be he was looking for me to respond, but me who say okay or my reaction, and I wasn't going to certify him with my response. Why should I give him that power? No, yeah. So he can say whatever, and I'm not going to respond. And that used to annoy him to say he's saying things, but I'm not reacting to it, because most times, when someone wants to possess you now, they want to control you, your every move now. They say things, just to get you to where they want you. I'm not an object to be controlled in such manner. No. And then some people don't understand it, Maybe. Sister Raminana says never jealousy can never be part of love. Hell nah. I'm telling you, but ebi musa na omo feel say jealousy enu ye enu ye love. Hey, baby, omo ko fast oh say me dey me boyfriend and I say me kun and chire me say me ni be me bi kasa and I say me ni obi kasa na me kun and I say me boyfriend chire say one show me bibi and I chese won no me when show some type of jealousy and on do me. Hey, who offer free him fa? And I say, oh, man, I mean, my girlfriend said, well, me who said, well, and until a man money, they cheating because of her reaction. If it is a banana reacting, and now I cost you a deep same who now you are back cost wedding. Sister, I will miracle. I say, you are sick, period. Thank you. Ebi mu nim di omo ye. Abba. Oh, sister, I may send you a link now about. Let me send it for you. We need to suffer to me, embassy. And sister, I will back. Or baby, I mean, looking for you. What's up, sister? Oh, there you are. Sending the link now on WhatsApp. You should be getting it now. Hi, baby girl. You okay? Okay. Sister Ramina number is even the way you dress, they will judge you right away. And you can go for judge pa. Me inventory. Minia daje kura me de koto tontade for na pro ayi a me ye so obi entua meka sa na me message sika hu ma so kura please send. Okay, says my sending you sister will my sending link on WhatsApp bro. We wait for Sofo or Sofo. Yes, I know Sofo is trying. He's been trying. I don't know. Ghana line sometimes yeah, Sofo said no, sis. I'm trying, but no response from the source. It is sad. In fact, I am short of words. It's unbelievable. I don't know. Both are correct, Mate, Sister Rami. That is painful. Yeah, they say we need to one of them say or thinking the worst of you are, and that's one you near. So that jealousy part, is part of like the person don't trust you. That's what happens, sister. Hey, sister, whoa, then oh, what is that? You go look sweet, no wonder you hobby can't get enough, Eh?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good to see you.
I'm
say what name will program here now what dim obey or be exposed to me. Mrs. Sadano dear, me frame in
I just all high lawyer. I tell you.
Me lawyer, they are only sister, Mano. Sister, I have to brass.
A case I do. I have to man say. Or go by the high lawyer, the baby a chain when you know it's really a lawyer.
Now, I see a crowd of wee, mamma.
Tim K.
And money through Munyani do. And money through Munyani.
I will get who be out of car. Every other side of the wedding.
This hour, yeah, talking about the bad side of jealousy because you move a break, essay say or you and also and a little bit a jealousy at say a beer, not just a one non for. Ebimu as the jealousy are connected with love. No. And then you have positive and negative. In the then a negative, very positive, and I say positive, very negative. But then I bet me a jealousy because I working hard for that too.
Mamen can be being chair for no jealousy, it vibrates a negative energy. Eti saadi nkrofo ka say you positive jealousy no the yanti ase e wo kode but say ade aba akope na minim jealousy obi a wo insecure position obi a feeling inadequate that thing is easy and tangled because answer no be bad position of being jealous no na bibi wo ho he or she is inadequate in it. The saint, at not obscure place.
That's right.
Insignificant. And I say he's losing his or herself. And and my jealousy flow. That is the simplest way. What see how jealousy works, I say.
No,
the exhibited sign of jealousy. No. One man one man feeling very insecure, very obscure place, and also inadequate place. It's in it to me match up standards, and I say, but your person box or person or do we then that thing jealousy brews up because be a debore me like say worry ebi abba or the bibia and ya wudie a your friend say ahoya no and you sad no sad ahoya no will be a was of womb and were evangelism and what I will be
resentment need discussing no and there ya with time there just
idea massa the buying balloon and yet the first thing idea will be to me ya won't to me now the only difference is a bit of a buy in nipa but se obi a wogye ne ho di no adeko no sore kra na eba ya pe na wasere wo ho ade dia
am papa
eno na obi 10 na ye me 10 then pako no was some mindset na ana se ogye ne ho dia eba in a flash na asan akatashi because ogye ne ho di se ya na me ni se agina bia ogye na bi na bia papa
no correct
ebiom jealousy say eba awarefo ntemu a when baako feel say the other person either is taking me for granted or person dey me share box bi mu a ono benya upper hand. Jealousy only comes when aware because aware mu de say me se me dowa aden na wo say me ma mani brɛ wo mani brɛ wo obra wo no ebi wo kwa na my father say career ladder no you are climbing but I am sinking and losing myself. No, I'll become jealous. Yes. That is where aware for timi ma na ni brɛ ne yonko aware for bi wo kwa ne spouse abakɔ afa no go get it person. The other one is a very subtle, laid back. I just say, as a brabono won kaho, ain't any better no. None agree. Every crowd free Franchino Chiabodom no, Abeji PhD. Now, 30 years I will be a crack. And so both of them are in America. Both of them have the same 24 hours. Obano crowd or someone sign Ben Movianu Fie, as some them and so yes, still was able to take a book the 2 hours he have. Then other 12 hours or to a Facebook or to a sports one sports be a channel be a what a used to be any talk show be a wedding. When you beba hoso no na de nani abra o pese wo bobra no time kakra na wo no or ye online courses or ye we 5 years down the line obe hu ansa na yere say your graduation my father master after okay me na me do ba brochire me na fe ni insecurity jealousy kind of you know when ya bema or jini hudia guys, are you going downstairs? Switch off the telly so that I come to the lounge. Sorry, we find me.
Okay.
Now no more share shut the door. I want to do no more. Enti nani beba ne hoso no na say ne jealousy sorry den oba ne ye ne hwe but he cannot accept the fact that 24 hours are not 3 years of his life when you soon productively
accept no wakano the P word productively.
A lot of people are in the marriage. By the time he or she realizes he has lost his or herself because along the line, it's funny. Say yenina ye tifie, yenina ye baby fako. Nemo because yen new momuti. When you be ba so na ba ku gina soro na ba ko wo fam. E ma titiru. Enti ubehu say wa ye bitter.
What can I can be?
Babontinya ade obi abeye bia anya ne fe and nipa ko na wadi di no efie ba bi ofri no something is going on there and everybody on to me enfa na ni bre nkofia ne kunu ana na yere so no wo mema bi e babontinya won kasa mu na to say they are bitter.
No,
yes, they are married men, and then you ask yourself, why are you still in marriage? Into this man that somebody called that man is husband. Mami we wo yawudie e woni mu pa body e free na no mu ba no who be say owadefo pen wow wa awade ni mu wa lose ne self wa di agoro wa kwa yie ne parties sama na ni ba no so na ni kuna PhD e bu so sign for form 4 certificate no
wow
you kunu level of friends have changed. People, the husband interact and the husband is surrounding himself with has changed. The new paper also your party could have went to make us. I think that this very thing we've talked about it before. But in instance, when you be at the Benny, when you paper and can you call Helish no nake I'm going to party act Mofia met by here some more what is What was serious in life? Party actor or still there or show he. What because come I did grown a chum among have moved on, being serious with themselves. Including school platforms. This is something a lot of you should watch out. School platforms, but be a peers. Sometimes, if you're among them and they realize that your kind of mentality, the way you think, the way you do your things have changed, people begin to perceive you in another way. On your wish you that jealousy, sometimes they pass on sly comments as if they are teasing. As if almost passes some sly kind of comments. That is how we start.
Yeah.
Oh, they say your friend will cry now. Meanwhile, you are catching so why you busy? Who yeah, Juma. After another time, no asamba. Oh, I do a cry the old friend who cry. No be friend the same time or pen or be reply there be. Time and I me what that Jenna me de coin with phone so no time on us. Say you may go uni. We are sound abesha me mark school and no offer me na nye bribi a very serious agent a wunya me
me part up also e honum na ubehu na afi the other person or partner no they resort into always trying to defend themselves and convince their partner say yes sir. And as I mean, Nana Martin said, was not trying to cut you guys off, but most Ghanaians treat their own bad, which is not very true.
True. Because a lot of Ghanaians, when they first came to Abuja, now agro will be breniso. Agro will say, time I be say you could see a others were busy looking for careers and academic ladder, climbing the academic ladder.
Now
I could see a dying baby. Would need in Krata, what the Okoso. When you so not dear or climbing academic ladder, no. I say a Juma or times for the amount.
Yeah, not when you're
someone in a rat race, thinking saying you know bad would say the same year, or you me age mates,
and that's how we buy Jano and what
he foresaw the future and begin to chase something you were not willing to do.
That's
he had a certain price you were not willing to pay. Yes, a lot of prices people have paid. You have no idea. You only see the fruit of their labor.
But
you don't know emotionally, psychologically what they have invested in that thing, which you are not willing to do.
That's right.
When I see somebody who is successful, what is it that the person have done, have not done? Set me need access to the personal. I'll begin to find out what makes the difference. So what I say, I am not jealous. Why? Because I have no idea the price that's paid. When you begin to find out some of the prices they've paid, you are all forced to say you'll be there. No? You don't want to be there. You are only seeing the glamorous side of the whole thing. I mean, the finished product. You have no idea of the prices some of them have paid to be there. You have no idea some of the sacrifices they have done to be there. My point is, even if they tell you, some of you, are you willing? They're not
willing. Almost pay fruit, you know.
Some, but they don't want to.
They don't want to put in the work.
Yes.
This time, last week, program I am a type of Google, no matter Google on certain things, and I find something out now. I never even thought of it. On some chantro. Na which is pathological liar, right? I did not know, say, when it comes to jealousy now, they have pathological jealousy. And this is what they said from Wikipedia, right? I was dumbfounded. Pathological jealousy, also known as morbid jealousy, Othello syndrome, or delusional jealousy, is a pathological disorder in which a person is preoccupied with the thoughts that their spouses or sexual partner is being unfaithful without having any real proof, along with the socially unacceptable or abnormal behavior. I didn't know they have a name for it. Into jealous what accusing a partner said, only proof, on who yet, and maybe our accusing a husband, we are pathological jealousy. Charlie, anyway, I will hold on to it.
Hold on to it, because you know what? Jealousy, no, a bit of why a be exhibiting it in a different forms. We only see the anger part of it. There are other people that jealousy they can kill to have what you have.
Hey,
they don't care whether to just wipe you away to be where you are. A lot of you are in a relationship which you yourself maybe you take it for granted, and I say when and you play with certain kind of people, and they be one of the good things they say about hey that is how he starts. They always play down on themselves about what they have. They have the same thing that you have, but always they put a more value on yours, but yet they don't want to put in the work. What he or she doesn't know, say you have put in the work at the background. And then they can make a huge thing out of it. That is how the lies comes in.
Yeah.
And yet bibia say on one case suban on papa ne tifie ho no enko yi on treat papa ne yi and so adie no de ya papa no ono a obeka asem a kire no oba obeka se papa ne na ye ne sa marriage awarifo bi wo ho akwote na o ma sem mu a de open tambeka na asem wo abonten no
ono ne ya fault ono no create
the movement who say oh is our fault no or the America person okoka na asem ntam because I don't want to say and that is how their lie starts, because of policy asem no emma ne de no to wasum.
But on say who can asem no when di no kra, because obi on kind of kra no there be our story change. Yeah, kind of kra your story stay the same. Enti no mrika wutu no eno no ye fra no a foolish race. You wutu mrika fon. But mrika na wutu sa mrika ni wi eno no betimi akoka nsem bi krempo na wuyi wanu baby a enye. You can put yourself, dig your own grave.
Yes.
Wuyi wanu baby a enye.
I totally agree with you. One etisa no sa jealous type of people no entro woman no. The bia or wasaboka. Me fan say top we brand ni mienu nyina na koto shop. Obetimi aka se ne de ne papa sen. Mo koto wo Masons. Wa wunim say Masons for product ni. Enso no be catch us say Raf Laura for edie every time mo de mo koto TV e wo Samsung for ho. Obeka say Samsung no ye limited edition. Because all the time in a subconscious he is in competition with you. And in order to prove, say, is making up the pace, or he always want to play down yours. Jealousy for an he always want to play down every move you make. For instance, who decided to college and have a uni, or who saw uni for cry so money and
or person or from never one limited.
The very place, I think I've said this thing before, say, and maybe you'll be catching them say, particular course beer. Now, and make a say, oh, now where the other one, yes, I did. Where the
wow.
So that time na obi me can say ya begini ebrim na me ya there be sometimes can someone tell your truth so that people
with self-confidence will form.
Oh, so be me there from day one, me self-confidence in form. Na mum no ebi wo wa afeku bobi wo wa
because you want to fit in.
Yes, Ubejini Panidi thinking say he's not jealous of you, he's not they come very subtle. Some of them say
it's like poisonous tongues.
That's right.
Thank you.
or one that's a kind of way or no nanto for say or you're correct. But honestly, I move on you taking now and koyi. Side when bit me no about the system so nice. Who what dinedi? But opia bonti and your coca fowl. Your
open we say mu on pe we ye.
Otimi sewo. Was sewo wachi. And so say wo hu one was restless come at say one yes smart kakra when descend kakra one think outside the box kakra say obi one nyame anya wada roma ama obi antia wo nan so ama wan fa wani
no way na ya obe hunu o twin carpet na wa hwe wo say bro
to when you beba so now the form self from because no one of the sad thing is say what you am bat o de ne bata ho a ohun kukuwa mu nsam at you just say he will press where you really get hurt. What dinedi amane hu ntwo mu one man ho kwan because o trust woni mu no eye kese o kwa akoye biribi kura obisa na dwenkyere because of say he or she means well for you.
No correct.
It doesn't mean well. A lot of people have
what trust the person.
A lot of people have spouse like that who are in competitions with their spouse. Now, any competition, a jealousy, display in another form. Some of you are living with a spouse. Everything, every move, it's not correct. Say every unknown change it is wrong move. Bring every decision, write proposal, pray about it, do everything under the stand. And yet or no assume as in a deba, you know. If you are monetisa, if you are monetisa, if you are down for now, would Ginny the pano and it is the momo before more spiritual head, spiritual father, spiritual
working things
against me.
Wow.
For my menom. Mumu bi wo wa won wa moji wondi na me wofa we die na me China me tena ya da bi o wofa no nyeji bifo e bia mo abeka wo progress report ono so ma aya asadwo amfo e bia ya akonsafo e bia ya bon 1 bon 3 woni ne baba mi yeru nyina na mo ye bon 1 na de nyame aya wadawro ma abedru America asadu abeka che wo wofa yi bia da owo
ma duma wo wa ke asemo
jealousy comes in many forms. Masheka and a me mouse idea we until you said I would also have done our work. We are too accommodating of others. Oh yes.
Yeah, they end up trying to destroy us. If we had stayed at our level to begin with, they will have called us stuck up. No crap, no crap.
And now unibribi. Yeah, sad for this sad ye too trusting.
Oh, sister, will be and we are no.
I didn't hear because I was wondering, you have my own minister or be I have paid a lot of prices for being too good.
Yes.
But one thing I always sometimes sometimes if that's wrong and money ding, I didn't hear because as much as I perceive woman ebi wo ho ana nyamesem ni nyame asem ati mu na mma ho kwan de bia say if unu obi aye so fleshy person ade bi wo what make say sister Adwoa unu ba bi aka say papa ya asa me makabida me camera esi me so na sukura pen some me
really my goodness
me when say we teach so nyame nkonkon person obi ti
no correct. Sister Nima said, thank you, Awo, for saying the blunt truth.
Oh, that. Honestly, me baby, I made this my catch them say many anti-efe or in Shira FM.
Yeah.
So me, I'm living my truth. I don't care what anybody thinks, and every year, I'm in the Sofo. Me call me mission house. I'm in the Sofo. I make catch me Sofo say, Papa Sofo. So the Papa Sofo no only me. Me young me perdon that form. I didn't care because we BB. When I see him, me lose the guard around on an area. Why? Because they know me. Or no Abeka session. Me watch church members. My put do to say what no question. And come me, I'm a friend who say me. So Suma mi fence man say me ni adade a me be di ntura kira formula for from me be next week me ni sa me no kore e na me ka kira o enti no me ni bibia me pese me disie obi o ho a wo too good a lot of time you lose your guard.
Yeah, and people take advantage.
They actually take advantage of your goodness. What they don't know is say people who are too good. Bible says so. You free from I am the type of person na obi hu me who say obi me hu ahokyere pen. Me ntina ha nwa manu say everything was straightforward with me.
No.
Me hu ahokyere pen, me hu komoda, me hu niema bia emu oya. Apart from that, having death staring at your face, nyamiadom, my experience be that. Into obi ka owo mu asamo.
Me so sao.
Into no me watema. I have extraordinary patience and endurance for people. I have a lot of empathy and very sympathetic here.
Of course, because you experience a lot of things.
Other times, I go extra miles. Why? Because I Bibi wa madwene say in my time, somebody also held my hand.
No correct.
In a different form. Say obi was divine more. But a lot of crafty, narcissists, wicked. We are in a wicked world where people will call good evil, where people will even see your kindness and still pay you back with evil.
Oh, sister,
intentionally. Say, they have purposely decided, say, I want to live right with God. Somebody will intentionally, Ghanaian community people will intentionally, blatantly, sometimes lie against you, call you names you are not. Just say, the
worst part, any the difficult part, any the poisonous part is they blunt about it.
Yes.
Because I didn't walk when him say and yen no cre. Obi timi jina when him say and tron the wodi. But obe cano in such a way because they're so good at lying now.
They are so good. Manipulative. They are too good. And people even believe their lies more. Before I say this, baby, I need private say what could you know? You are no baby, because on the and throw any no cre asset.
Na sister, I won't fool say your promo for baby, promoting negativity, no promoting. Because majority of them are the same way of the things that they promote.
Oh yes.
The person that you are, no, it reflect on that. Because obi a one party here, na baby a child there, or no fool say it's not helping them now. Esa say na dream entina only a dream pa ewo nipa huninti no de emwe nipa no eno na they play part of it. Sister Akia anima asama kan you see you speaking the blunt truth no say ni auntie ono so no hu say ni auntie na wo share nneoma bi with ni auntie na wo share sa nneoma na kire no hu say emwa no enti no Oshasi keep put things to in itself. Osini Antino, she was a wet blanket. Not just the words of the vessel. And she said, I know exactly what you are saying. Because to send people on ma ebusunya for nia okun oyire one kasa womba. Say adamfo a wosi woni ni bokosu atafre. Obinsu ohokrampo na wonya adamfo woni family nim from outside. Otimi beka me se adwuma mu baby ana first me ye adwuma before ansa na benya sister wo nipa bia mabo omo no makosoro omo atimi anya promotion achese omo position no to say you
the people who intend to hurt you most are the very people you have helped. You have gone extra miles for them.
Definitely.
If you are on this platform, take it from me. How the thing becomes very painful and very hurtful. Let's say The very people you have held their hands.
Yeah.
Some milk you have fed before. Some emotions you have nurtured before. Some people you yourself have helped build who they are today. They will turn around and hurt you very badly. Now, and no, it cuts you. Just say, you can say, be a child, be so more. And on the Bema wadu at the point, I'll bet me, I can say, my young man drinks up papa, your cramming, ye be one.
Oh, I said that myself also.
Just say, a more ya, Adwoa, a more ya. Na, no question. The young man, ya pa, ya pant, na make us say, Obi is jealous about the spouse, Nikunu, Nijre, and it didn't just started, something brought it. And sometimes, say it's a form of healing to people. Find what made you come to that level. Because what at the end of one year to say, Blibisa Koswa, Yadi Sabia started sending Pana, the binary Kosom, Editu, Essa Adiaway, a hammy. Now, Adiaway Hamintino, Mepe and who annual Namet Same Hoyadi, and San the Bruna Yeju.
No, correct.
Met me a drone. Now, say, what the binary one, I young to say, Bribi Cosuntia was sent ye Bribia, or Hobacharo.
No, correct.
Who bet ye a platform, who back up platform a coach, Babata, who back up deliverance, who back up. So one casa deliverance, I say, what the end of one, what you say Bribi Coso. Now, Bribi Cosunintino, Maya who Bribi, Aquaba. Bribi Cosuntino, Maya who Bribi. So sa the biner, sister. Kasa. I have come to a point in my life. The obibe no family who be reason say at the end of the day, I am accountable to God.
No correct.
Semini nyamenta mo ye pe. Na miya mi susu na metete free mu. Na sebe jina bia na mi jina no. Eni nyame asem bo ebura. That is where I in my one say udi boni a why your own spirit get uncomfortable. Unim say udi boni. Unim say wo ya ade e.
That's the truth for the and the truth is always one. But you moving no. When you say adia woye no and say fata boni no di but and fan because they don't have any compassion, they don't have any empathy,
they don't have conscience. So over conscience, adia no wo ya e was say the Bible say was say the passion ho hye. Enti bisa who say you are living with your spouse, you are wicked. Ntim ye den wo papa no so. So papa don't ntim ye den wo so will you be comfortable? And sana wutu a wo and someone you too much yankunu and someone you catch that one out of say Yaudi woman to my 2 for my mikuma kabribia enye actually mikuru maybe say at the corner wo de ni pano. The same thing if it's been done to you, will you be all right? The moment enye all right, begin to find out to say how best can I go about it? Enti me wo way me maami aka chem say abna ubufu a enkasa. Say ubufu afansuo gina wanum. That is the simplest way the woman can tell me. Ubufu aya afansuo gina wanum. Na ma wakoma brafem. Oh yes. And Adwoa me a simple therapy, but Adwoa because ebufu mo wo kasa sendi wo ho to was to me febi. Mumu bi wo ha out of jealousy between o spouse no and yema bi ni yobi a ekoso ana wani nye ho amwa ba begina gina bia na de papa ni be ye bia no wabufu hyew ekoso
no
o anger ewo ade no so why because no o helihie nkrani be se beni o wa hu no o helihie mofia mo ete
sister wo kasa dodo ahe na wo ka
o me ka be miensa ne nan bi e be nde.
Oh, okay, that's good. I mean, like be able to make one can cry to say like on Mr. Lee, they have spoken multiple times or and I know like
I believe me kasa me can cry.
Yeah.
Me kasa I can't cry. Me cry me can cry ya say because they say me no bi ne nka. I just say slow be 10 cry and my but once in a while me kasa ebem.
I send you how can cassa be more and no moment because the mom was a bimutin crying to mini masama wo kan.
Enti se o tena se man fofo down na kwaya enye obi ne kuma reason say I say udi agro ye ba ye o the party sem ye sem apekubo wani ba ho so no won mo ana woni omo ko party ni bi ba ko hunyansa atwe ne ho e de sa party sem no aye bribi nti wani ba ho so a wo hu say nipa ko na ye bibi no wani abre ani ni. This is how it starts. Na ye ni nyina na na ye kwa ha o na nko ye madam fo pa o na well, that's why comment I was talking about. That is how it happens. Oh, na minim Aisha. Oh, na minim Amaman na ene ye den. Bisa who said what did they do differently? What can I rewind? So when you back who say and now for their kind of level of playing field has changed, and that change you want to be there. Find out how to do it, and you're jealous because when you are jealous and you are bitter, you cannot match up. They are in a very high frequency. Negative, you will not catch up. You cannot catch up, but rather learn. Have a teachable spirit. Have bribia a bit move on to that level. Find out what did they do differently. And crofobebe na bona person would do no. And crofobebe abedru. It is a will be so more which it will help you because somebody has paid the price. And Emma won't get some seriously and costly mistakes. Rather than say you will be jealous. Na uhu ama asa wompa ma asa uhu Adwoa Odo asa Adwoa Odo hu yere wahi uhu ante ya asa o person kire yen say ma yere mo hu gada we yewura bafo because because we will buy a book.
Exactly.
Because I will think outside the box to improve myself.
Most definitely.
Which you will not do. So I didn't try to go to Babaka. So one na peno. Ebi a one na me wono. Metebas mua. Maybe a book mu. A daba improve my vocabularies.
Yeah.
The way I talk.
Grammar and everything. Sister scholastic kunadu.
And you be because Obia was the and any panson tias, say, Yamno one in Yansem, or the Achadian and the Obia said you were whole day at year, according to your capacity, how you can go it.
Just dear brother Hansen.
Jealousy goes with poverty. Ampa because time I would do one now, the very person is making extra money. Doing something which is rather enhancing all the talents and the giftings he has.
Yes.
But you are bitter. You are angry with me. You just can't see me prospering. Oh yes.
But no crano, anymore, but we don't want to like accept it. Yo, here nipa na person.
One way I am one crop for say here and say sika and now to baby. Say Adwoa baby, not only you are poverty to that thing.
That's right.
It is not only about money. That a person
car would drive it. Say be a who can this car, not say any pan won't me toss a car. Radinya me. I said my back.
The moment you see you shall back me. I said, yeah, why you get to work? I do I get to work and was walk off 4x4 harness.
Oh, now sister, I owe you there.
Oh, that is a shower. I'm sure I'm maybe waiting out of 4x4. And I'm 4x4 the fact out.
Me thought one time I mean who said, oh, me timwe the me was through come and I'm say, hey, me go back to normal.
Me say me da ba America. Me tna Connecticut kakra. Na ma
tna New York. Just have to explore you. I will receive you raw.
Let's not have a kakra. Let's not person a kakra. Na me kwa anti ya ho kakra. Na ma ba ha kakra ne twa be twa bo me. Facebook bo so grofo ya da ya me. As woni bibi me fam ho. Why? Because you know what? I have built relationship you have no idea. I have built a trustworthy relationship, friendship outside, behind the door, not only on the screen. So, the way your practical example at all, relationship, other things are built. The only thing you people see is the finished product. Sometimes in China, I have a major say we can be age mates, but we are not grace mates. Have you not seen some microphone on secondary school? No, it be our doctors, it be our but who go kita commercial school certificate now kita. Why? Because you could not absorb the fact that it was some year be out of the ordinary. Now,
feeling so.
Hey, share na me bedroom my car be a bedroom home. Bedroom na we mo pesika me bomb pa ya mama so nyina mbenya sika because Jimmy ho ayi me kwa Atlanta ko sia William so na makwa aka hey die bedroom ho
Atlanta no minya landing ya na me friends ko sia I'm getting ready for me.
Yeah, baby.
Sister Kosia, a day in town.
That if we are done,
Sister, yeah, to Brad say, as someone I will come earlier, no, I say find a mentor if you are willing to learn. Some we are not interested, so we are still stuck in a rut, which is true. Because baby is too boring. Baby I able to baby I baby I do be naked pictures baby just sad negativity no because of jealousy what joy is.
No.
Because the opposite of jealousy is joy. So say no
Ibrahim say me kunu say Tracy so camera na so aye man tronti o kwa kwhwe obi a wo say
no crow because
so camera na so aye ma asem papa ya ye ke won so obi anyina so
no crow but jealousy ya dey bia say our relationship bebre because of insecurity no. And disgust and resentment because nipa when ni Bob Bradley so and you make one year and yet then we sa and you many so etino areho
yareho pa na sister Adwoa ade e man yareho no say bebre nyi wo hu ni enti se ne partner e koso jana na e the resentment sa ut odofo tie asema ye kan nyina sa uji wo hudia. I was sending bedroom pempensuobia, whether I have it or not. Me Jimmy Hoodie say me kuru kwasidi ya. Esa ansem me yirinti. Ya bo kwasidi ya midimbe baka ho. Why are you shaking?
Yeah, because ni shira eye winshira eye ni shira. Because on say this time, well, I think to say besides they say nipa engine huni, right? They are inadequacy, right? Anyone would discuss resentment, you know, and also no aya entiasie ni hono. On say the level of our emotional intelligence, you know, because it's a continue maybe asia. And then a man will focusing more on the negative aspect, you know, because okay, se me no mi nye ye dia, ma ye juma sa mi nye ya, mi mami kunsu nye ye da. We both will suffer.
I want to know what drew baby jealousy no level na I drew na am say nya de a ye twe by
level of distraction.
Bravo is your friend the level of distraction. Just say the power
Bravo nyame nshira. Who make that? Thank you.
But
he's right.
See, a level of distraction, pa. I never do. Hey, now I tell some mama, Diana can say, I grown mama. Hey,
right.
Me who correct person or what background now? He's making sure say everything is spot on. Unya so obiya ni so kra o no nko a. Olivia.
Right. Olivia, nyame ahira na wie. Na nyame ba so ahira no che say we so supportive. Oba hu say wa lande. Hello. I just love her keke. Na me sister ma ngu biem.
A cheerleader doesn't care whether you lose, you win, he's there. This woman is something else.
Yes. So me see me who be a man, my bush any be who I said in me, we are the man. Maybe I can't pay paint to say who say my bush any be the Alon Castle and
yeah, better more sorry after say because he said a friend is saying a juice plus will win one no one say it is one take car or bush any now bush any be a man while to do who trust on way.
And yes, a banner piaba. Woman day. So I say, breakfast, were him,
Yes, madam.
What you have no chest, what you bump on Kwana, water to so. What drop when you say bam 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 bam?
What the Amaman say, me quack would be quite busy. I did my breakfast, it's me by my camera. Me cry my camera was in your dear baby, baby. See me, yes, I'm to watch any. The Bible, Alithia, beside auntie see me and say, Ruben or my breakfast, you to me bomb camera. I'm a man's maybe over random. Now, Miss Sandy,
yeah, cool, no, Massan or Mutio.
I'm ready to say.
I mean, yeah, program. And I came about Edin and Nima Betcher. I did my channel. I have to forcefully get him. Maybe a honum crown and some kind of me show. Sister Ama, me program and me kwa beka high was so that baby or better so and sister Ama and pay what me kun churo bibi was so say what sister Ama can say be or no sister ubusa na say no yeah no kono fiam and
but I think our men are secure in themselves. Whilst we are talking about jealousy, this is a typical example. When a person is secure, even a Nyama will pay him on still quiet, he will be at the background. He will not even be seen, but he will support everything you do. Right. Women say obido one set that enchant to also say at the end on your attention why. Because the person do share box bimu say on very content with himself. That is how it start. But my men can be true. Or don't be anywhere you share that. And the jealousy can one you miss the thing. Say me could do me obey jealous.
I have to brass my can be and I will canana. Was there I will please too much involvement.
Now the Saturday, what did Yakwa once a weekend? When you were so no Monday and pa. Now move aside the Debbie, and let's say, the weekend, Miss I am all day, dear, and your main fan not down.
Brother Hansen, would the other war me pamocho, Missy at for Miss Ramala Munchin sign. Martin, when you're going enjoy the juice glass and the man no more son, Mabumato.
You got a year. Sister, I do a quay amount. Say,
sister, if it's a one time be crime, and I'm hasting a me to Panam say,
hey, the Agra crown fan home. The Agra crown fan home. She. We are Sako Kuno. Yes, no, dear, come up and no abba. No abba. They say, Sanya, dear, no. It's in whom I am to ask where behave yourself.
I'll behave. You listen to pedantry, more babies will form. Now, some may 12-year-old and may want to Akonoba. Hey, I can't have my boys. Repetition.
I was just somewhere now. I got boss week. If you don't walk on the bus, I got boss week.
Breakfast. So to say, I can't have a hair repetition penny.
There's so much to say. You're one, bribi, yo.
Share and a groove it, but groove it when you're boy on Facebook. cut off into me new groove and once it's a group man who call me zigzag and was say, oh, don't you would he
hey,
and they love Quadranchi rough.
Hey, Quadranchi.
Nigeria Nibeka say Chineke.
Obia what your one say life ye easy. Nipa na dey near match your home.
No correct.
Take it easy with yourself and take it easy with the person you are living with. Let the person my life in here too easy, more enjoy. And what anywhere it is okay. Learn to live by the day, learn to live by what you have, and what you don't have, you try. I mean, go home they say a bribia a dim puntu and a home.
It's your favorite brother. Hey, brother, Hansen, so social hole. Just a debia, what you could
open and conton.
Yes. So
what your po?
Yeah, 1 year or pet. That brother, I me say, bear maybe or pepper drenching and you know, or developing good love for the
wow, at the end I want to know or Tiasia and I open so a pet a you know a papa a would the end of the same. About the day, hey, about the day, wow, I don't want home. Back on the same, and you're back on.
Don't come around.
Oh yeah, you know,
I'll say about Tommy, do come on, do come on.
You're back kind of jealous. Why? You say. I see that's a path of distraction, and you know, prepare and grow into say, you know, when it conscience they are willing to take somebody's life. So and finally, and kuni paninsu because in the conscience nini one muntino, they go enjoy nipana there without thinking, say, okay. No correct.
That me pull him down. Me started another question. I say, see, as someone me kind of buy and one on also air can. It says, "O spouse, was jealousy, you know, what do level of distraction now? Onyamu PhD na bibi obeye bi obe sabotage na ase no."
Oh, most definitely.
That is the kind of toxic relationship you are in now.
Oh, most definitely. Relationship.
The jealousy yes, old one, ni bina ye can slide foxy comments, no, but a true leveler, just say a true distraction level, ain't you know, be a obey be or sabotage. Everything you will do, he will sabotage. Your friend is saying, Obi wa Adiano on to me. One also I won't require my own neck. Obi ne can as on Santia will only a mayor we in commitment to me and you. And so me could warm mamma crying, and I'm saying,
Raddy.
As one pneu, and I'm Nadia, oh, yeah, afa. And ya won't know ya mouth. And I won't. Hey, sister, I said when I became. And while I knew said something is going underneath. I said, yeah, I said, you're okay, no, underneath, you know, there is something.
Yeah, behind closed door is a different story.
But after the woman passed that comment, you know, made many to form one or two things which confirm, say, Papa no and Makwama Obano and Nenaho. In the name of say, baby, you shouldn't do something that will make you out there and out in. So what I say?
The
way that thing works is like that. On me, I'm doing a bear brooch. You don't have to outshine me. And so we have bribia. A bear to say, me, I mean, how on earth will you think that? And one of the couples I always say I really admire, say, he will testify this. Sisi Chum, and then Nikunu. The man have his own ministry. But always promoting the classing on one kasani pedia. One time I heard him say several times on his pulpit, it was winning BB. When my wife is out there doing what is called to do, I am proud. Why? Because it speaks volume of me. Adentia, Oko baby, yeah, what was so be friend to see that? Chum no so midika.
Of course, and
it goes out there, no, or no soon say, midinka ebatan huntino, or nye bibi a begu midin hufi. But the man may abutoyam when I'm supporting Bibi Biara or ye, or Ben me Biara and or Be Biara or Pesawa, one real successful. No, first one is to say, I will promote my spouse, irrespective.
Yeah, focus on relationship that encourages.
Yes, and our relationship, our real is building each other up. The whole concept of our real. Often the father by or dog and tiasia, whatever. Then you now come together, say they building your up.
No correct.
Bottom line of you have to be just say you are building me up, I'm also building you up.
No,
and there is nothing like competition or share a woman for healthy competition. And no, and yet, the jealous ni banimona a promote to say, Ubeye bribi, Naman Puntu about relationship.
Would do a 30 days challenge with Juice Plus Booster. I can challenge my husband with that.
Yes, it's a healthy challenge. It's a good one. And yet, bribi aye raturacy, and yet just say, and yet bribi hanching. Sometimes the whole family can say, yeah, but 400 meters run. Oh, something to laugh about it. Something you will look back and you enjoy why you did it. Something you look back and bring it togetherness and bring it puntu and you're healthy. Nanya dear as a woman unhealthy competition. And was simply be around no pen and paper that home. Yeah, market time. Yeah, was so no. That's not what we are looking forward to. Now, healthy competition is say, Adiana building. Yanyani yafa. Yanyo be racing among ourselves as spouse. And when we see a challenge your home, and mark Adiana Yabra bonnet static, but rather diversity bem changes the bem yensro. Say we put ourselves up there.
And overtaking is allowed.
Yes. Now, even if I overtake at the end of the day, overtake is so that
no correct.
I myself.
Yeah, you're right. No correct.
In many forms. Many forms. I've already told you some of the people jealousy can come from, so I will not even go there. But the American said, be watchful because once you are busy minding your business, somebody is busy looking into your business.
Oh,
somebody is busy. Ghanaian community, somebody is busy. Some of you, a woman who are down for beer, hey, Najuma, ne cost was in the court 12 hours after a member. Another time, was Sabbath, also a human or heifer.
Before you know it, what
before you know.
Oh, since I will 1G number. I didn't answer no. I'm gonna no.
Yes.
I'm just a 1G number.
And yet one day, Paul, but then kakra, that sly fox attitude, again, you will trust, takra will gem kind of like say, just say, or the definitely, your maybe about the information that he needed. Anything that they do, Tama, the person want to hurt you now, a count. Why? Because when you are so.
No correct.
God, what Jaja home, I'm near maybe a fawase. So what? But we will be, oh, Danyara, be a maybe or a babu or defending person.
No correct.
And you know, I told the people why I say ye and the womb.
Yeah, any kwan so ma ho kwan. Uma wani
any kwan so ma ho kwan ma ho tew bebre so wo anwonkofa bi mu a wo tew bebre ma wo lusu guard ka wo kukuwa mu ne niam nyina kire nipa de wo ka kakra no waja kakra
no correct
so wo se nipa kokra wo trustworthy a wo se da ka bibia nte sa na hwe se or the beye bribia tiawa because a lot of Ghanaians cannot wait to say asem aka kire kukuwa mo be ba bontia ma obi ehunu
ani asumesi de pe aye peka what asumesi
yes what asumesi what Okoso oh what sa na okeka nsem ko ekwa pa no hu say onya correct as time goes e bin so nti ase say relationship bi wo ho a enye ni nyina na come you are not obliged to have certain kind of relationship and yet by force you can be blood related but over to be on time oh my god some of the people in your life you just have to hear about them once in a year because what I friend now contaminate your spirit yes the also so I won't relationship in the name of sorry my papa
brother Hansen a fita for na bi mu nso ba omo de is not as much as a tuntum for sorry sister wo kasa bra
jealousy ni there obi a enye afita for enye tuntum for but obroni kind of jealousy obroni enye ahope bebre
na ni mre obi ade itself to succeed in life by before the desire
there obroni ye jealous na empower no ama na ye bribi a ofo say ankonu betumi aye ade ye onya ye sa ade bia onu wawie
onu ka kire ne ho say de why no betumi aye but
so ade no onu a wontumi nye na emom no out of jealousy jo be say wo de no ade no na ontumi
that's the difference between the two.
Never typical example mo amokwa aso say bi wa wo kwa mu a say soloist bi wo ho a otonyo pa na kwa leader na otonyo pa ana kwa leader bi wo ho a e for some season na nyame use no e bedru ba bi na ne musrawe na akola bi a wo ba no etonyo mo
so obeki
jealousy ntino on prema akola na nso mic mu elidi nyomo da
na minimum view I know somebody because I
have na wo ba na woni munyomo to no and to be that way say omo for sign
obi was me ma wo ha chentimi na minim de asore ne pe
Debbie
but it said like
de bia ne de nyame ye enti wo ya wo hu osi akwan say me na me ye say enti de bia me na wo say me ye sa de na abo
no class na wo kan ye de kum
oh of course yeah the kum ya that the kum in fact yes see about one somewhere na de enche but I now wish say one was so as we are saying it no obi di bibi beba na ya deliberate wo ho kakra because comes in many forms but the very easiest one common ones are ye nyina ye anyhow we ba no e say makacho say ade ba akwa me beka
yeah
insecurity ade no so antidote ba akwa me de be ma say ebia ono spouse wo ho wani tie ye anabo opitiri sore ye no o spouse ko nanimu a metimi ahye wo nkom say enche saa de ban no ebe start yawudie any resentment be flat ya especially mo bi wo ho a mo be ware mu kunu mu no oso ebi atenafie omo ayeye mo housewife no afi bia wo 5 years so dia wo 4 ebe ya kakra ni lose yourself in the relationship. Why? Because you cannot afford the things you want. Papa na ekona woba na isa say ono na ekona obenti no da papa be di jollof sa da na be di jollof da papa ne pa ponche nkwan sa da na be di aponche nkwan you lose yourself na eno na ya na di atwitwire kakra
yeah akoye say door bi no the door without omode strain ahoma so munintino when they pull this way and you go that way. You be in control, you are possessed, like
bitter pa same way they be America.
Hello, brother Joe.
Yeah, I just saw trying ya kwa sorry offering could I just saw you open was angry.
I say
you're very good tone speaking or you're quite sorry out to so very spiritual. But the year be out to says some Yahudi be said your year bitter no, but it be bad said your canon on the Yahudi no to me who antidote to the back. Start discovering yourself. Find out what is making you come to that mood. There are some mood, you know. Have you not want to say, Obi to make us say, oh, Papa Anama need your yo, answer the yere.
Yes.
Papa yo, answer the yere asumesi. Oh, where that was it your yo, na be an asumesi, na yere asumesi. Sana 70. Papa ni now so or yet because Papa no is living his life. His own identity is blossom every day. But Mameno is enraged or ye bitter or ye or just a buffo bill at the Mameno and Hua. Bribica Krebia Nama Mamma Coma Banti, who you want to Sunia. Essence ultimately she out in anger, Ning our Papa Nasono. Opiabo, Bibi and Yabufu crown, not their Yabufu. And Yama was a can't when if ye Nukuno. Or Barbontina said Abrantu will be and she ye no Tiana and answer. Or Befa would dear did men unite of that kind of behavior. Who say exhibit was uncle of Wunimu.
No
crap. Or Casta on to me po end to Sabi. Or to make us say a man Ghana for men my Yakosia Buffo Debbie. Sister Ghana for men will be, including the Bakua Wabu Quasiano Kanaka. And cousin member. A Ghana for men, and a Ghana for men in Ayaquasampa for. No, I am sorry. Kadia di Bacona di Ayaw. Deliver who feels idea. Naja is set with the 40 for you be a bit of I won't. Now only ya wo yen no. Yaudi a wodi was messy wintino. Or who has ever said. Ni Paco yena or yena diano, a your bruni. The moment to be so your bruni, not their son or own canoe, not their for.
No crack.
And now will be a yeni bribi. And can be a yeni bribi. And can you back open the book as ya? And so, a minute time crown for must send a bad bear mark of fat on Granny Baba crowd in the Bufu no Beconoso. A lot of the jealousy, baby, distraction behavior, no, because say, na usano, bribi, coso, what he didn't deal with it. And no, they are back when he and what other money penny. And no,
hey, brother, sister, I was sister, yeah, to bra. Say, once we busa asking with multiple times, or say, I have asked this question on a few of my lives. You are a wife, mother, sister, etc. But woman, who are you? Woman, know thyself.
Yeah, if you know yourself. The honesty and the truthfulness of the whole thing is say, me Abraham requirement here. I know my truth. I am content in myself at the current situation I am in, even though I am not rich. Me Bill Gates yere. I don't want to be Bill Gates yere, but I am confident in myself. Me Jimmy Hoodie, me Jimmy Musredi, me Jimmy Tibia, me womi. Me nya de me panyina nanso me Jimmy Hood se emre sem de me nya ye no me gusu de ho adwuma de me tumi ye no nso me ye de me tumi nye na eno tumi ni me nsam nso me de me wogidie nso wo awurade mu se so ma me ahoden nko ana owuo me fa me a me bɔ me ho moden se I will attain
no friend
ni pedu sam pempenso na de be koso wo wiase bia ni we fa me. Why? That Nina Binyasika, he's not jealous. Or Del Radiasimano send Nipano Muanyasika. Because why? You're bombing me any dear, me Frebitifi, Nipakuni Frebitifi, because oh, sister, no Frebitifi. Despite an Obia, Peso Casoya Santini, then because despite a Kumerican in Meboa.
Hey, sister, I'm so I drop something or this something. Sometimes the husband give attention to the church than the family. That is why some of the women are me.
Yeah, this one goes to church workers.
And I asked, I right?
I saw your church workers. Into make a church workers are or Sofo, mame, as elder, deacon, deaconesses, apostle. Church workers in TS asking your first ministry. So your home.
Yeah, one refill. They bring to sad and I say.
No matter how spiritual you are, so one dealing with your home ministry is not correct. No matter how anointed you are, in the middle of your ministry, when you go say,
no correct.
Bible so be film for the room. Because to me put up with the pretense and the acting forever. One day you lose your guard.
No correct.
And everything you have done, irrespective of how spiritual you are, sad the kono eba outer. And no matter how your spirituality, no,
no crap. But also, what is I said, but I answer Merco. I normally as a for mammy, bankophobe, I almost cancel for mammy. I mean, Tia say, obey a soft mammy, instead, as a for. Yeah, most of the time, normally I omudi and nim, right? But it's a merco as a for my many people or one more. No, now worry or to home crumpono. When near the into a bunch or to me, Emma good advice. Eka and ma treat you or more who can for you, and so called as a for my fear. The way I treating me and
I don't know how Uber to me a canon to say me kwesiwa hey. On what to make us say, I've not idea be a becker with social media and no crib. I want you that the kind of husband I'm married to make me to be made into Radiana, Semenya, me, Casame.
No credit, and the case say. Well, only me will be.
Yeah, because when you said that is what you do, I say, I dare no unyebia and coca social media, so we be.
No credit.
Idea, may yes, I mean, yeah, I mean, can't you be so uncle ye? One would say, before the break, the level of how I didn't see our society, no, too much expectations of them, and one will live fake life for saying. And make I say, me do leveler. I'm living my truth too.
We have to speak our truth.
I am speaking my truth. You might not like it, but let me tell you, that is what suits me. That is okay for me. That is my truth. It might not resonate with you, but me, that is mine.
And that's what builds you up stronger and stronger.
Because if I'm living my truth, there was some to my coin a year.
This is how baby I do no common sense drew being wise so because every day be anusia because it be much common sense watch it because common sense is the basic fundamental you know foundation because every foundation you know to me and blocks need to see building well, you should or drop the way common sense of so when you answer to the extreme.
Oh, yes. Now, as of my minute, as sorry penny for our reaction, my year king. Who say, who to me, Ebejani penny, one watch it. Oh, yes, of as of my minty, I was such engineer China. Oh, yeah, milk penny or bra or domino swa, a beya cacrano. One cassa, obey a bribia. Asam na wokano church members be husa wo boa
no crack because
asem pakechi I just say as time and time again you fall through nkrofo who say asam na wokano utumi di so
no crack
asam na wokachira nkrofo na wo kyerɛkyerɛ won no wo utumi ye me decided some metri cameras me kasa dem pe mabrabo me ntwe cameras me no but I heard the voice.
That's right.
Clearly, what he wants me to do because I came to a point in time I am intelligent, I am hard working, I've done everything.
You have wisdom. Yes,
but there was particular something and not a dimeni nyame say unyante mase me nyame me say Maybe one man mufo, Obeka like Obeka masam, when no more some quad sayame. I am in a situation, you haven't even finished dealing with me. You are thinking about somebody. How does that work? So I need to come to the level where I will understand where God is going and how He wants that to align with my life. And your money be what me Jana Mississippi who are now me who the Yamama Sanya Maniamano Eba.
No cry, all the bill do what, but sister, I want to say, I started watching you a long time. Most of the time, na me uye program me baswa, me clicking. I just watch you from afar. So, and over the as the months and the years went by, you have transformed, not like emotionally, psychologically, and you have become a stronger inspirational speaker. Like speaking your truth. Most of your truth, it resonates with other people because other people has also experienced it. So as I walk no na walk, but will be our no dear what or full say as I walk and resonating with them no produce cause and new man to other people.
Dream war baby I won't call your honor more.
No correct.
So now that's what kind of truth, I would the Jahono, because we say home next year, no, I'm coming next level. Now go to ABC, and no be send why your poverty will intellectually you have become poverty.
Oh yeah.
Having understanding and also acknowledge the fact say there is a deficiency somewhere, also your poverty will hold. Where else I make many understanding and I'm moving on. I am doing exploit. Me ba social media me start can say me nyame amfrɛ me on fa akola mo mi ko na mom no kakra na nyame de adom me no me de be ma, and that is what I wanted to do. But as the years go by, people who say Facebook who na copy videos bi aba.
Yeah.
Then I people who make say and then said the madwini mu ado akodri way I could have said that this
actually BB kakra. Yes. Who's who bet me a BB for. But
that madwini I mu ado akodri I might have done it better, or I could have elaborated it more. I could have said something that people who understood what I was saying that year, and I'll come up with different thing, different theme, different whatever. But it means the same thing. It's the same thing I did maybe 3-4 years ago. Why? Because they say menya enyema emudo mako deeper than how I used to be. Enti dia oshosha no de bia ohunu de emudo.
No correct.
After you said the said dia wodwene, said dia wokasa, said dia wonne ye no. Emudo. I mean, and sad dia nsika ntimi nto. Aje wankasa oma ho kwan say enti na mdi kan say so obi what bia mu e so ogitu mu say let's take it for addiction. Answer now you can conquer every addiction, and na bribia ekoso no ogitu mu say yade bi koso me wo deficiency we enti dia na metumi aye na afi na ayaresa no start 8 take form me read medical journal bi na eka say cancer ene yare bi wo ho a enye yare ne neku nipa no na mom ehu e wo yare no ho no ene ku nipa
no yes
HIV and ayare akese aye ni meku nipa no ebi wo ho anya no ne enye saa de ban ne eku nipa no, even though say ade no wo na system ni mu no na mom ehu a nipa no ade ato ne so
yeah
it is na won so bribi wo ho you have to deal with it. Now one deal with it. Now who say age mate is doing it differently. He's flourishing, or yes say yeah. Adie bi wo mu your body be bia ba whether you like it or not. Ope beba. Jealousy will be, Sofo will be, and Asafo Penny will be, Osa will be, Chorister will be, bank manager will be. Bank manager not Tisikano hono. Sikana I did banning in our to make kinds of me adentia. Tisikani be babejina. Ojina hono. Otime odesika bi na bank ne sika mu asa. I am telling you. Na bank manager no kan sika no, emu kota kora woni bi.
Wow.
Se bank manager ansi ne tiremo po say me ye deduani a me hwe sika so. That's right. Me ye deduani a me hwe sika so. Na me ye sika craft penny keke. Wan fan hwe ne tiremo saa. Dey be a businessman be a you try na mpo akakran so ye den ya be kan sika no.
No, correct, because like that's part of your business. My sister, well, before I see my memoir twice, no, I say me originally, no, sister Cecilia, Madame for sister Cecilia, smart choice. No, no, anopa say Tuesdays, ni Thursdays, anopa 11. US time. Now, Satan, many accident, me tiffy, I mean, you know, like as an commodie, me share like a couple years I'm spending with family member or treatment to say me go through into or inviting me say or per se or you interview me in regards to I will for mobile brochure or mumba eja ebusia for nimbi and I send down for treatment or mukom into and no maybe me get familiar with Facebook in social media and yeshia bears and premiums. And after that, no, so okay. To say, or per se, or your program, me banner say, me bekan hona say, we discuss certain things. I'm so okay, no problem. And once I came to do that, and I'm so okay. And I mentioned, I think I can develop something. And through or no, or encouraging me to also like do programs. And maybe my whole thing was just to motivate people and instill and embedding positivity into people. Now, some of my Facebook friends, I have some people literally sending me messages about say, oh, to say me makeup sa kakra bi kra nka say ebema me look no as a sam say now I am be ampa cho me buy and my catcher say send me na and I'm saying lipstick my can be pink makeups my once I say me favorite shirt since then I'm saying me and I mean because I don't have acne. And me person me di maybe I become a skin. Na ebema no, I just don't want to bother with it. Me ku who me say, who me na compare me and kwa me like. And I see I'm worried. And me worry literally, and I show my married pictures. I say big crowd video, more crowd comment on. That one me worry, and there was no makeup, made in Vaseline, any powder.
Mr. Nipa uji uhudi. Now we are who you fa. And you may be why you are higher home. Oh,
because what catch me say also with the in due time, no, I will get you to put on makeup. And I'm saying, and yeah, you don't know who you're talking to. Because you know, just I said what planted a deer. Let piano I see tintim. Now I see tintim you know where they go to. You can't unroot me because my belief is my belief. Me here makeups for someone to like me or to love me. I am who I am. And I love being the person that I am. Me person me and then maybe I'm a dear you too me call me. See my look different from how I naturally look. Sometimes you need one or two things, but it's like maintain say like I say, oh, I just feel that it's disrespectful for someone to come and tell you, say, oh, mommy, to say, be a we say, ni say, be fata me kuno.
Sir, and Crawford, what you don't know, say, for the fact that I respect you or I want to hear your opinion, only boundaries.
Yeah, a lot of
you have overstepped your boundaries. The person is a married woman, have a husband. You think it's a husband, who saw you make up. Are you saying send a husband who saw what dress up at TV?
No, correct.
And I say, Onio Bia, apart from Wona, Onimo, on Takran comment, on time money video, I say, no, I can inbox mo. Barbara said the war pastor or represent a mouth. Or bra, penny in fee.
No, correct.
Debbie. Me, I am one person. Said the sister Adwoa come. Me kunu ye type. So ba nails, say be a more out. Now wash your nails name. A yanefepa. A yanefepa. There was special occasion, be a PA family dinner or something, I would do it. By ordinary days, I mean, what you know, many your bad time, 1 year, my baby, me who how proud met me out who years said me pet.
No correct.
And you know, me way me, and yet negotiable. What the betcha me cry me pan a major. Some me
Jamie, now say, that's embarrassing. Who me picture, no who say embarrassing. Do you see my beauty, Charlie?
Makeup.
Hello, Sophia.
Makeup. O de na wo pe na wo pesa wo ye. It shouldn't be said obi e yenti na wo ye bi. Me ankasa mo ho makeup kra say de kofo twi no no. Me ame de ade say me de foundation kakra na afi matoma no kakra. Na me na me say de ti say o say feel akwa aba. Say de e ya me fe. Aso me ni ya. Let's me share YouTube. That meaning can no na kofa YouTube na bia mabie. Maybe no man access caricature. Sister we
like all the I said what the sra. Hey, me problem will be make us some
come highlight to say why me wo hey wo si me mie mani na fa pencil to hɔ a wo be wie na masua ma ayi enti me ha me ho.
But to say makeups, you know, you don't have to do too much. Just keep to be me, mommy, Mrs. Penny, Jamami, me crisscross. Young one to say like we don't use makeups because me what high school said in the 90s, not Reebok now also. Now white Reebok shirt pan with the design. Now my media school. Me mommy, me 17 or Tom makeups a kit mommy. And I me bomb a pond so partially I was looking high. No, me nam sad no man fabas, me nam pa because I never have
unless you can associate. Yeah, your mammy will be you do what brooch in my bedroom. Yeah, the dear man, baby, I was off a car person anti form. Why you big jaman so unless hey. Adam yaka say ebia ufri kokomremre o ko ebia kantamanto utime nante. Why? Because you want to show off obi an shake
because I was looking fine now me school sister gym omo ma me gym the first period I say me kwa gym swimming enti me kwa na say me yi matade no na me ye na makeups no Ebika shirt but I didn't think of it. Say it's often I me use. Enti me buy me yes and I'm sure I at me mark me yes me see me ya no that day no me me gym shirt which is green. Wash a blue your friend's blue jeans. Now I wash a white and blue sneakers. Now a white and blue shirt with Reebok, you know. Now with the green and I question so technically we say. And I me bear fear me fear bleach you go so me red said blue name woman no bleach ni best anyway. That was my favorite shirt. Me walk it to my room. Me pick it in na me dump it into the garbage. It's me never some mommy TV you know or say Adwoa Edi na adi atwa na see some makeups na ato mam na say me favorite shirt. And I say na ma to adi ama adi nso oto na yes oto no Macy's. Na was it now one part from my dear mammy?
Mammy, onum the ayo.
Something what 12 ball ain't no since then, no. Well, yeah,
a yabrochen near mena. And maybe me mammy, some me mammy no UK ha. And no tall once it's a singlet to say one. And Robocop or some.
Oh. Sister, why you not freezing? No. Oh, me, what is the Ophelia? You good makeups, very light, but I just don't like makeup.
You're white. You're white. And you have some brand trainers being so. Hey, sister, me near the joke crack. Now, me ti kokomremre. Anka metumi akọ Malata market no. Sister me come Malata de Malata de se be bia metini kokobere me Malata market me kọ kakra bia. Sister me come chiro se me firi kokobere ye so ma me dwa so no me kọ kantamanto. Hey, na ne manfa basket a medi dwa no wo mu. E na azemwe. Ena well se bishop trainers nti e wo mu ana me tira America na sa time yi Ghana sa sports run no. Eti obi hu se me tu e na adwen se ya broche nya kola BF hey sister we akwala no wajibi sister me sha die na me di America na wo mu ana me te so no ma gina kakra ma ye him
I am wow.
Gracias oh ya akwala no wajibi
Truly. Brother, nothing that does it. I don't listen. On say obia wo adia wo. And for me, you know, makeups is good for some people. Obi o no man skin no enye even. And no here sad no to make sure say they have even skin. Obi so o no man they want to it's an enhancement. So Obi no man make us very light. Chese you hardly see it. But Obi no man chese dear what me say, hey my gosh, I don't some no. My husband loves me as I am. I love me as I am. I don't need makeups to enhance anything within or outside. The way I am, no, that's how I want to be, natural. Everything about me is natural. The only thing that's not natural, any me am relaxing. Now me pubic hair, na me person commit me I relax here, but I want me who say me quiet la no ye.
Well, yeah, na go be was na go ka adua. Pon ko ya mo ko ka rabawi.
Na say brother na see that you ashada no person or dey no ba. Or provoke me one maybe you know. But I tell you, Sister Ophelia say time I your programs most of the time no that's why I not me other stuff until I'm not able to go on. But I tend to watch her recorded like most of like she talks about a whole like she goes everything in. When the first time I me share na year not that time na Sister Ophelia we say your friend is saying our real die ho asem
night talk
one sam is night talk me ti one ma bi wo ha me tie Sister Isa me say what a wow. Now this is what I call about confidence. When you are confident about yourself and you know exactly what you're talking about, and sometimes you know, experience, yes, experience is your best teacher. You know exactly what you're talking about. And people who knows what they're talking about psychologically and emotionally, you cannot beat them. You cannot outsmart them. That is exactly what they're talking about. You can give them a little tiny bit of word and they can go all along with that. And or enhancing itself and yes, or low self-confidence. So they just want to look different than they normally look. In high school, now me were classmates, be sister. I will first day and sister a girl on the best school. I want fan makeup salmon. Everybody started like Obia was shocked. She no look to set some because on only makeups no heavy one. And our best school one when you to make up, I said, just say Nanima is so blank. I said, Nipediano was sister Nipediano. You know, me say if I want to enhance, I'll go with Vaseline and powder.
One will say we are very diversified and the man Obia would your pet Obia would say tia one ye yegusu a yekan and also nkyerɛ sɛ was say woyɛ wo ho fusaa yɛ wo ho kusu in the name of
I mean so pulling my legs means so I like that because I know never in
obiara wɔ deɛ wɔpɛ enti no sɛ oni obi di agro ana oni obi tu anamon a ade a nipa ne ye na woni ne ntumom because you end up say obi pebribi ade a wɔpɛ ne ye na the tendency is that who graduate and master in it is very quickly.
Most definitely, yes.
Very quickly. And she said, only side pakuni diagrona or no air now you are sinking. Begin to check and sign a bribia started a boy woman and jealousy, resentment, and
yes.
Because you also have something you do best that person cannot do. And you want a yawari for in as much as you are now a career path and an air coso. And all year anymore. Bisa as a spouse. So what can I do to also improve myself?
No, correct.
Don't just be there watching him progress now. When you be now with the phone team. After and you will and bebre na me ba beka nyame adwuma yefo omo amoye church workers na meka say no first ministry no mu bi wo ho a oyo sofo a mu bi wo okra na wo yire ba be ware na wonye sofo.
Oh,
I love the line what you afro tio sa oba no se nyame anso na komemu ama na anye wo nwosra ani a onu a de nsa bebre wase. Why? Because obe ware na wonye elder. Because eldership comes with a responsibility. I have a friend nikunu yesi e be ye no sofo o sister me kasi metumi awade sofo ana me boa.
Wow.
Awade no egu because papa no so wanted to do it. Osman wade sofo. I can't marry a pastor.
Wow.
Once in a while I want to go out with my husband. Once in a while I want to go very independent.
Wow.
But once in a while as a woman I want to feel the girl in me. Me person feeling guilty so I got na pap ebia ye kwa club enya club at ebia kwadwantwi aba bibia ba or yes of wakwaje sof watu huntu ntine na untumi nko
no fun stuff
and obi kan no kure na onu ankasa edi no ho no kure which a lot of Ghanaians don't know.
Yeah, some more.
Chomni in friendly man tro na dance back or just of mammy and ochi sorry them na papa ne kasa nyina ni buafu ni mu because that is not the life.
I randi nyame ya samo
afo wa be so for mammy wa be si obi ti say Abraham reku a why start na nka wonya ya nka wo lead no Abraham reku eligu because me I am living my truth.
That's right.
I want to go out with my husband. It doesn't we don't actually care where we are going because I think away you trim na nya boni adwene. What to refresh ourselves. Na ye kono me enu nti na ye ko. Ye ni any hidden agenda. And na edam hye enye coronavirus edam hye kura boring mu bebrede nti a depression ya de ekoso anxiety disorders ekoso say mu normal lifestyle anya de hye dem ni bi.
I said to yes, you munshia cookies no near different position in so
one no sa the buy way sa of mommy what in Asia wonya ne hwe but ohu ye sa ye ka jealousy asem ni eniema bi sa atumi de ba ti wo ne wa asafo ni mo bi wo ho a so for maame no wonya ne hwe won kan no ho asem wontia ne nan so eda ne yire no onya ne hwe na mom ohwe sade ni kunu eldership di a wodi ede na hye kona ede na hye box bi mu na ono ankasa de expectation bi ato ne ho so na society nso di ani bi ehwe ne say he will live certain kind of life ntino who are a free spirited person sorry you are still enjoying your life like I'm saying I'm living my truth ushia me wan hwa me hu be wahi and so be at
and last time so some Okoso can was this of mami no cotton to mabi and no pamba sorry now be and the following week and sorry ban should be a pam be by and yes of mami fra sorry ban say you win any mass in 2 months will be fra non peso or beba kotobi. I mean, how can that be? What do you mean can't that the church member said and to ma who fran want to me Frebby. I mean,
no, only an address of a so yes of mammy. Anything, be obey be ama ministry never obey. In that, what you are intentionally, but subconsciously because he has not accepted the fact to say. Me ware Sofo say no enti ne honam we untume nkan hye ewo mu a bribi bole na ewo ni mu no every attitude the behavior bi eba
wow
eno an de ba asafo pani bi wo ho a na oya accountant oya hwana ena ne yire no kware no along the line ubo ho modern wonyame pa ho all of a sudden wakoje eldership one misa wo yire kura say elder na ye ba be ye me no wo prince wa na wo prince obo no ho bia na eyi one man church Sofo ehwa enu wa e de betimi ahwe na chiama na mu na koje sa ade na betu nkon mu enti Sofo ma me twa no eyi elder yire twa ne ho ba bi entwa elder yire nke yakọ party opeso otwa ne na ase kakra se wa ye elder yire yakwa eyi okọ party na otiche eyi akonwa mu na obo ni tirinko bi eyi ya wo be no onya bi awo benom onya eyi Guinness awo benom onya whiskey anko betwa kakra enso no wakwachi elder enti wahu the frustration any anger the relationship mu nyina no
I'm building
distraction. That anger has become a distraction.
Wow.
You're jealous. Papa no have the zeal of doing. Papa no is okay because of a comfortable zone. Papa is doing what Phil say he's supposed to do. I know your papa no a kind of life and ope.
Wow.
But Anani Kruno is not in supportive of what the papa you know. And anything to distract you or sway you from the course now I obey.
Brother Natty does the what somebody saying, sister, well, Brother Natty does the sad question. Was it why the church member has to copy here? Yeah, to say about problems apart. Missy, send your message of a da or beba no or besha say was sorry them, right? Because only why he's saying that. Because there are too many pretenders in churches than a takra way. This is our my jiwu mrebe minim so do you who brakwasi.
I want like to look at my room back. What's my offer back?
What I need you free one of sister Ama and none of family a came out see a grown up. And you know, oh, Missy, me ya dear cranny at the shamio.
So when the sacro my son Chiaco.
Oh, it is our patch or can final thought. Not a
when it comes to spousal jealousy, a very destructive weapon. Don't do it. Don't do it. Rather, find a way of trying to find out what has brought me to that level, and then work at it. Talk about it. I always say, every 5 years, first 5 years of marriage, you know, you make or break.
Oh,
ultimate rasa 5 years, because that 5 years, romance, womb, argument, big things will happen that will shake the core foundation of your relationship. But if the couples are able to work through it, sometimes in the first 5 years, you know, you have big where one person has compromised. That is when I will say a couple need there 30 years. Almost why? Because Baku might have compromised. And about 20 years down the line, certain things have been fulfilled, the other has not been fulfilled. And that person can stand on that and say, Miana Mekaya, Miana Sabwa.
Yeah, oh my God.
Oh, one will need said make no credit. That is why somebody can marry somebody for 10 years, 13 years. Or say, no, after I'm fed up. Why? Because first 5 years, you know, or compromise. Even though say or he came to and say 100%, he was able to accept the 60%, 40%, you know, not a compromise situation. What compromise BB, he thought he can deal with it. For instance, and you maybe to say, it is all right. Oh, and yes, one kosuku kura and yes, but you wouldn't say so one kosuku and a level of thinking. And one comma was on in the level was on any back. It wouldn't do come. Now you are talking technical terms, doing things which are bigger and higher than somebody who, of course, signed for. They be out of will feel because of your work journal. And yet the same. And as time goes on, you get frustrated and you get frustrated. And unya ya ubeja ubo one sister so afi bia wo. And 5 years ni mu no, wa wo ba mi ensa aboso. And I was say what na tena homa nkwala na fefe kakra. When be ba so afi kama ohun sheda ehiam. Then you want to move on. And now oba say ade an matra ya oba ma no wo suban fi bia. Or your bear medjamanfo asebe or de ne something ato ne kon ho. Odofo ti enya na ba akosesa bear manu.
No correct. Ono
I don't know, first 5 years, 10 years of the marriage, make us a son. And you know, before some me jealous, me chin who come one, a chessame don there be a Jimmy.
no correct.
No correct. Obi a wedding 30 years, I was say, what she say, year Kwanswa, or she's belay no. And you will never man back with you. I just said, very man, you're not going to say, none come here near my son. I was a boy doing that. Now I am married, I am a married man. And I want to behave like a real man. A real man. And tell you in a dejamu rough in the name of I am telling you, I am in town. I am no. Real men and Kasano. They have dignity.
What Kasana brother nothing does is say E.
Yes, a real man. Onim the wealth, no. Or much more small girls in Shana dejamu.
No correct.
There are still some men who have not soiled their garment. I believe that. There are some men who will say, even though I run a whole crash, I make Johnny. Make Johnny because I didn't there was some money panel, a whom I did jam, a good was it. Oh, Buneho. And yet, on your money, now, our dear now, a woman as to say, some magnet of work or yes, I never have me, miming Yanasa. And on a Maya Frau, real man.
Hey, brother, nothing does it. I'm sex, I see actually saying.
And on the Maya who the real man in you. So what you say? A being, say, or bar or Ginny Hoodie, or bar or Ginny Hoodie, or Bama and to mean disrespectful. And who see our bedroom now, so because you're from a minister, be Minister Bikunu, my first lady pen. I found a make us start here free. So a lot of women, apart from so or Mrs. So and so, no, and identity. A lot of people have identity crisis. And yeah, Mrs. Entry now your friend, no, that is where her respect is, and he doesn't want to lose the title. And to Miss Entry, the or baby best your class one chunk or marital home. Now one for a banner, no soon should be crowd or beshe. Sister, Ubu, yeah, sir. I'm not saying say I told the people why your man man ultimate precotum. A be one who are one shasunti. Not a be an elder when you go school. Bribiaba, not bear mark akotomu, bear ma woyan safono, or pren who's obey Johnny if you want him. He can redeem himself. I do a hokra and yere elhunu. And now on can't then. But that man is willing to redeem himself. Said the bear and tarnish it on a yere. Even though there are consequences for it, and not the only and then the cost will so much rules and regulations a woman or no abenyanity.
No correct.
But they can say Oba Uju Hoodie, no boo, no window or someone. One change say, I have to prove, say, I was some yet jealous. She said, there may be a while. Who could not boy was my conny or banner or batcha dear or brow won't confront all.
Oh, I want me to say,
why do you walk?
Sasam no, me busa most of the time say, problem nankasa will fear. But what free will fear, I say, because I know banner the barber who can't fall in line will fear. And why I don't now cock run or time a dear few 3 more. We're proud for nothing. Now I will on say a Ufo say and come where see a close soon see a sank again. Ufo say a young man baby and I say loneliness and I say to say a friend is saying how do you say because
a lot of women don't know their worth. That is why they will be disrespected and still want to stay in that marriage. A lot of women have low self-esteem. That is why he repeats black and blue. And they think it's love. It is not love, sister.
Yeah.
A lot of men Maame no one pen, name constitution a conditional love a woman in tea. I need to say that you was swag. And you would the sister need you what here besides you know when he was in. Why would you put yourself in such a torture? At times goes on, the entire call and unya ya nipan on the wealth and some woman will be him say, and yan a lie no. And so Esan said, I want to belong to Brad John, who Brad John ya cause so Brad is one check you. And so I don't share corner, a sumasi with sumasi dread SS, a warrior catrico bomana, wouldn't you send for so Brayana Bray you are. Bra never waro. Na Esan said one pewuntino, or better when Yamransam, I'm my jealousy in a war muna rising up. Or the Emma yen the type of betray trail. I'm with jealousy, but thinking that it's a good thing. And what Oko party I say was some batch and you will send me to
he said, I'll buy or come bear mahu, and I said, bear more bar one or penny who can for. I mean, sir, a dysfunctional mindset. No, sometimes, you know, just your society, no, I mean, it's everywhere, but to see your chromo phony, you know, sister, sometimes, you know. I am not a bimu who cry, me a record, say, a dint in a many bassa.
May come when you now, Manapa say, Senipa, you're very insecure on his or her skin. You put yourself in harm's way. We are insecure, one knew who near. And one a beer be told you as my father side, Jadian and Bianca will pay. Now, mom says, we Nabiana will. Now also person will belonging into no person will find a sa compromise na make say first 5 years of marriage you know bebre have compromise it didn't work so we need 100 esiwa e ye bem ye nu mi se bi pe and the back into level say me siesie ade no aye ne se de me pe no
yeah but this once a compromise you know you will move different kinds because yes. Different and you maybe one you can, under no circumstance, should you compromise.
Compromise no crown. You will want maybe why you cannot compromise. There are other ones, and initially because you are so Jimmy you think to say, Obi Anamame, I will not wait 30 years. I will quack off. Who will bet me at the son to me, Sissani Poe. I just said, I'm man who say, I want to change. So don't get into a relationship with the ideology say when I marry him or her now I will change him. So I prefer baby and a near day. Now musu and a near day. Some may call the nakosha box when there be when you're Juma.
Nasa Sani a movie braiding.
And you know, I near Juma you'll be frustrated. I know or ban a near day will be one a near day or the yard papa. And you know why you're busy, some person changing the man a near day. The near day it keep escalating to do bigger things. Then you realize, say, one waste your time in a way, say, I want to change him, but the woman keep coming higher with bigger things. Say what you say. And you know, compromise, you know, different types of compromise, but they make say, wow, you cannot compromise at all. For instance, typical example I can give you. Obia or TMI can testify. Say me see me friend who Christo ni. Na me worry with Muslim ni. The time that is sour, 10 years down the line, why? Because the baby now the person me didn't yam something not bear man and super church or church or your bear man was or Islamic song
and a children
that's a bear than a sour, I get
the difference is
who say a bear, Jumana, some will come on the cracks the one. Who say? What a who because of breathing tea, but as time goes on, I'm telling you, a big and yet, and go ye. But the person me keep on penny so I promise you, say, ain't it 20 years? Oh, be to me fun and sense in both say, me what you be, na me Muslim ni or no ye Christo ni or Kwana sorry, and Kwalabem one Kwalan Titi, and who say, Auntie, Mumma to me near debate 18, 72 hours hour,
yeah,
confusion. Person would the Bible to tell Obama. One also person the Quran to tell me back. And sometimes there is a conflict how we wanted to raise the kids.
That's true. That's
so
true.
How would that thing work?
The differences is too huge.
Yes.
To work.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
And me typical side example. How many A bit to be worried out of fantasy, be worried, useful exuberance, we will marry. Yentiobia, you back in so you sister, a bed do some calana do babia and calamity tiemu, I yet dane, anchor you hear say a beba as a team. That is why it become challenging.
Some more.
Na ama adie no egu enti san crofo no they can compromise no me sa type na it me compromise more than 10 years omo tinya survive 5 years no because they wanted to prove a point. They want to prove a point to society. They want to tell people say it's workable. Enti baako bre baako feel pinch no, but because e bi kura wo kom no na busu form no I wanted to prove a point into oshemu owu kura na oshemu.
But most of the time, once a man is a Christian, ni kwawari Muslim ni bema, the baby actually no bana converted to Muslim.
Sir, won't mean be next Sabe Cacrano, Nessom no, a beshow, I'm wabba.
No, correct.
Oh, yeah, the other way round now. Now, yet, you won't say after no, not challenge and I be about the yedding. Because time I will per se wouldn't call an pass or back on the one you almost. Yeah,
with the brother Natty does the cheer. Or no about controversy in Kwan or Bekoso. Was he having one woman is boring? I don't know. He's speaking his truth. The woman is speaking the truth.
No, sister, bra, naughty. Having one woman is boring, but I bet you say
having one man is boring too.
When I won your why you say what person was spicy no, because say what now you be a free one. And Kauba who say a kutia. Ama will no correct come back from because say we did not circle was all castle would not dance mine.
No,
one casan so sick as someone so I said there be an was so to be now you be free momeboa. No, and say a wiki tabacua. And in idea no now said the obia was choices.
And well, you have to be creative in your marriage, you know.
And you know, I know your choice, and you are saying your truth.
But I will say you're boring. He's speaking his truth. Not just maybe you are the boring partner because
probably because they are open in a particular way, but they are not. Just so you know, say open and boring now per variety. Dear, I mean, there's a different way to kill a cat, so I don't know which kind of
yeah, brother Natty, that every day you go come and you go bring something. Having the same woman is boring. My goodness. And yeah, like me, you know, when you have a creative mind now, you want to learn and teach now. Like your marriage will never be boring with whoever you with. And you know, I just feel that some people, but brother Natty does he just wants to spike things up. Okay, into
the crack, I've shown you some of the things you can do to also eliminate jealousy. Remember, say, as married couple, we are there to build each other up. Once you are building yourself, make sure say because you're so concentrated on yourself and leave the other person, it will come back and bite you. So what? Yeah, married couples. So once I want to build myself, I want to attain these things. No, besides who say the other person. So what is he doing for his or herself? So that you say everything is about you, but rather it will be inclusive. Very inclusive. Now, I think so. Yes, you say your support you. Adiana ni pane ye no. Esan se me ne bo brenti no. Mekwa ma ade no agina. Na afen so atumpon akonanim. By so doing no also unya fulfillment because you know what? The success also rubs on you. Se untumi nye ade na o other spouse ni timi ya buano. Na success out of it no will also rub on you. You also find out to say nipakono atenia enya ono nko na komano, but you are at the background. Yes, so you are even shining more than the person who is in the forefront. Why? Because nipakono kwa
sister, to add to what dear sister Adwoa Odo
I hope say and then my team elaborating on more.
Sister Adwoa, what give you so much insight? Why are there? I mean, sure, so for intimia basubium, one magrono, one be so soon agrona yet. Tell me that if I mean, sure. So when you now what yasa convince brakwasi no aba.
More no me afe na me kwa akọhwehwe me kwa bisa oni amamansin how I go so camera with me bem na me kura me so awon bem and no afe na me ko bisa me nsa nu na sum kakra na otime ka me ba be ka na wan de a eja ye besi wa
and the only time I'm timid came back me a program so oba be say nyina ye da na ye ne birthday.
Okay.
That was the only time I was able to, because like I surprised him with the help of Sister Amma. He was so surprised, I think said for him to be nice, he let me like, use him for the program. And that day, the program and they said living in the moment. So it just happened to clash at the right time. And on my like that's one day you have to take advantage. You go and take your advantage.
Leave the moment as it comes and let life roll along. Whether you like it or not, time and chances have happened to us all. It depends on what you do with your time and what you do with your spouse. That makes the difference. Whilst they are alive, they are runners. Enjoy them, because that is the memory we are building. These are some of the things when they are not there, we can look back and say, one more, one kunu atna pa, any opepemuno. So one kunu one dear, but you are able to lavish on the memory.
That's right.
You are able to live on. You are able to live your life fully, even when he's gone. Why? Because say, only not pa. Only know a lot of memories you can build on. Let me give you a typical example of one person who I know for sure. I am convinced in my heart that he has lived a good life, even though it was short. It was not a long one, but he had a lot of fond memories of his husband, Marcel the Bright. Everybody who knows those couples in London will tell you, because you know what? They were friends. The couples were friends to each other, and they enjoyed their own company. I have seen them a couple of times, and I say it here without shame. But I know, say, Marcel have been able to, even though say easy, I won't stand anywhere to say easy. I will be an hypocrite to say it's easy. I know, so one of the things I remember myself, I bounce back. And yet the kind of memory on any bright I built together when it was alive. Some of them
to have to deal with something like that so soon and so certain.
What will you say? There is something they haven't finished dealing with. This
she's at peace because she knows that she did her part.
She did whatever that was. He lived with the husband as a wife has to live with the wife.
Wow.
So even though exit was short-lived, like yes, still they have a lot of fond memories. And it is the memories that will help you survive these trying times.
Oh,
because so BB, not BB can more life on say. Then he brings memory of feeling panel emotionally around you. And I don't know, but myself, if you are watching this, these are some of the things I want to continue to love it and write. How
Amen.
Odo and a D extra not because to live life. Who himself bright, want you to excel. That man wanted you to do everything you wanted to do. He has supported all your dreams. You didn't stop anything you people have planned already. They lose themselves when their spouse are gone because there is something they have unfinished business. It didn't finish with the husband.
When you do things with good heart now, you always have peace. So
yeah.
You just follow your heart. You be yourself and you do the things, no. And when I haters those no. And you have life.
I know the Obi aya kona aya kwa kwahwehwe no hu ye.
Yes.
And I choose to the open and me choose to the mepe. And na ejuma comedy mu no you have no idea. And you know ma wosu ani nkwa wode ho. Na wani kwa wode ho na ejuma na ewo ho no utumi ye ni yi a ye gusu a ye kikenya asa na wabra abobeye wo time kwa because you ebi wo de wo gina so de time no ebi ana enye me botom na mom ayasi mo abrabo na mebo no e na se de magye atumu se me ye nipa me wo bribia I fall short but yes still me gusu me gusu come ni me bo me ho modern say I will attain. Osmafo Paul say not that we are attain. Just say Osmafo Paul wa ye de wo se oye nyina wie
na sister wo kasa me kasa yes ye ka ti ani asan hase baby for
one the only I don't know how say one of the one they are trying. I mean, me be about before you know they don't worry. No, there is a topic.
Iron boy, remember Iron boy, my wife.
You know, but I want my camera movie. Oh, I'm going to tell
you go see.
We go show guy.
Nyamisha.
Mtia wo tie ko nyina o je nwa kiss chop it what it Nyamisha eno madaji except
sister Ophelia go hard into me that sister Oje Entino sister Nyamisha Sofo Samuel Okoso and then no to say Ghana internet and near Mwaya the fact is our coin went near Masubimuno. But sister I won't and so I ban on sweating ya drop just say Machine and Numa be brave, jealous, you know. I'm telling you, when it comes to juice plants, yeah, I kid you not. I kid you not to cry. Sister Ophelia, go ahead. Yami inshra so onya near dawa kuma so. On shawting. I won't bring you them. I mean, that's it. Juice plants, no, to say. Conspirators, hey. This I to brad, yeah, some that okay. At the end of Juma, my energy, it boosted. And it say boost to an boost to Costa. This I when you shroud, no boost you are for. When you or don't know, and Costa or the lasting. Oh, yeah, no, Jema, Nasa, Carbon, Tani, Penal. And you know, to add to in summer, you know, sister will edit to Jano because in your maybe one I enjoy the bad side of jealousy, no, and more can be also, and a jealousy, so no, and ya or dog say obi wuni obi F1 and answer wuni obi a worry or you didn't know and also kun your not there be our partner. Eka se wan kyerɛ me nneɛma bi anaasɛ wan kome ho anaasɛ nyɛ yi anakyɛ sɛ won dɔ me a ɛnneɛ wɔn fa ne ho because ɔdɔ ɛne ɔdɔ ɛne ahoɔyɛ a ɛni ɛkwan bi kyɛ sɛ negative and positive does not coincide. The only time I hear negative and positive for a light to work because without that and I say remote to work. Those are objects for humans, you know, to put negative things in us, you know, it destroys. It doesn't build us. within us, for humans, we need positivity, positive encouragement. And and maybe ye betimi aye to outsmart jealousy, sister woman who I can't be brave. What can be brave, ain't and a binuma mentioned to me, I can't be as also say, when no one can for honum. Na say baako insecure, baako feels disgust, and na say resentment, inadequacy. Now say you need to take the issue head on. Mutna say learn effective communication. Na muka ho asem because me because now I was very particular, and I did not give all my love. It was like I didn't want my heart to be broken. And to be a with me cancer would be send me pen and yes, or can't. There wasn't one day or can't me responded to that because he was waiting for my reaction, my response. I didn't feel the need to justify my love for him or the care or the likes I have in him. Why should I justify my feelings for somebody? Because I was confident of myself. Until will be to me some Yahuka for no bit to me some a bit to me I provoke you and I say a besha will say a cell can be just to there is no need to justify yourself. There's no justification in relationship. Why do you feel the need to ask me that? And I did it head on, and it really helped me to be able to move on and do the things that I wanted to do. Delete, and delete. Say, and maybe because we married a marital home now. Not wow, it doesn't add anything on now. You have to learn to delete. At the end, you drop it. You don't hold on to it. You don't carry it with you because it will eat you alive. Every day, be a one mana will. And so no, not who the entire that you're not happy yourself. In every situation, while we success why we're creating, we're juma dinya why or da wo seven penny pa bibia wo be no, you always going to have a hater. Somebody is going to dislike you no matter what. Obi mpewasam esa wo kasa obi mpewasam wo sedi a wo sere obi mpewasam esa say nipa pewasam enti no eno de wo ya ade a menyi de nipa dasani bedwen wo ho ade a wo ye no. Own your own truth, live your own truth, develop your own truth. Deɛ wobɛyɛ wɔ wiase bia no make sure sɛ ade a woyɛ no ɛma w'ani gye ɛwɔ wo mu ɛnyɛ abɔnten ɛna abɛba abɛdisplay say I am so happy, me, I don't have problems. Hey, my wife mfiti ase awurade nyame me gya aware die ni hɔ nom deɛ because I couldn't handle the emotion the psychology. There was too much disagreement, argument. What? Man, I wasn't easy. And before it doesn't develop things. And to say but through that struggle, we were able to go through our lumps, our problems, our issues with effective communication. And then valuing ourselves because we always place self in front of everything that you do or ask your partner to do. Self stands for, and other people can develop any other, but the one thing I focus on is the safety part. The S for safety, E for emotions, or emotional, L for loss, and F for future. Things sometimes you have to abandon certain things just to be able to press forward and be successful. Losing something does not leave you stagnant. You go into the future because you maybe you can carry with you. What the year addition? Ɛwɔ kwan bebree so nti no sister awo nyame nhyira paa me da ase nyame nhyira brother your sister Ophelia said nothing doesn't have you her juice plus is doing wonders paa sister Ophelia asɛm yi a okay ebi no mu no ebi mu na obi akɔtɔ mpa foforɔ because wagugu ne mpa wɔ ne dɛm Brother Benjamin, if you long time no see. Aye, Charlie, no be small thing. The inadequacy, you have to help your partner to feel adequate about themselves, sure of themselves. Why should you feel inadequate? It's not good feeling because it's all no for that's the way like Charlie, and you might be people waste their time on. And then to say people who tends to be jealous, be insecure, be inadequate, be resentful, being disgust, like you have to always remind yourself and say it's not you, it's them. They're the ones that have problems. I'm not an object for someone, for my husband to treat me as a possession. No, this is possession. This is possession. My clothes is possession. Everything, this is possession. My whole being is not. So you cannot allow yourself to do that. Always learn to ignore and avoid. There are situations now you have to learn to ignore and avoid, especially when it comes to jealousy. I don't want my husband to feel jealous. Because no, it's not a positive thing. It's not going to add on. It's always going to bring confusion and create chaos, unnecessary problems. Aware mu nsɛm bebree na me nsa akɔfa jealousy abɛka ho. Ɛde asɛm no. What's up with that? That's dysfunctional mindset. That delusions. Illusions na you're thinking of. Means same means same, but we can each change ourselves. I always put self in front of everything I'm requesting from my husband. Say, Mamia, means I have to be able to provide that. I have to always keep being me. My character, my personality and characteristic, I love. Because I can go all around. But when it comes to being envious of somebody, I don't have time for that. Being jealous of someone, why? Anything will be a bit to me, if I choose to do now, I can do better. And you have to motivate yourself. You have to push yourself. There isn't anything in this world that one cannot do. The only person that can stop me from achieving things that I want is me. My husband cannot prevent me from that. Nobody but myself. To say people who are jealous, they are their own worst enemy. They're not successful because they put themselves there. They're creating their own problems. Yet they're pointing fingers and blaming other people. Me, I'm only going to focus on my friendship, my relationship with positive encouragement. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to focus on what other people think. Yes, sir. You have to always be determined of the things that you're capable of. Things you're not capable of, you learn to do it better. We have to learn to practice, to show some caring gestures, to be joyful for other people's success, our partner's success. We have to practice to be compassionate. of being with the people that we care for. And we always have to focus on our strength, because we have our stronghold, which is our weakness that pulls us down. And jealousy is one of those. It pushes you down. You can never be successful if you always being envious. Yeah. And then be what time will be yeah. I didn't you don't even have time to focus on self. So you have to focus on your strength, and you also have to change your mindset. Be honest about your feelings, how you feel inside, your experiences. Because obi wo ho no ma jealousy no, it just don't just no, it starts on something. Obi wo ho no ma, be maybe wo ho anaso be bi wo ho no ma. What the nigidie nyina to wo ba be ne ho kafo so na we disappointing on big time. We're mistreating, we're using them big time. And you know, or doing all this negative stuff, which is not going to help. All right. And you know, we have to learn to let this type of feelings go, because things that cannot build, you know. Now, Kwesi, please keep your voice down. Things that will not help you build, you know, you have to learn to delete it. We have to boost our self-esteem. If you are one of those people who always, a husband, a wife who always are jealous of your partner, we need to learn to communicate with our partner effectively and with honesty and truth. Trust yourself and your partner. By shining your eyes also, you cannot just, you know, go into anything with your eyes closed. And you maybe Emma say your friend is saying for someone who is insecure, their self-esteem is very low, they are inadequate. They discuss, you know, it's usually like it's easy to spot. Okay, they get angry quick. All right, so who say when you will be kasakrampo na not just any mood a change, like the way our new Kasana said to say, like all foku off this anona or no kasai. They say Obema na so yira wo muni in the hoka for no kasa or the sabinkum and a new kasa one fanensa nifa. Or pointy too much. Numne ade, or kwabontia, the attitude in the behavior, different. But they say fear, hey, it's a different thing. And you know, medimu ebesi ha say ene. To say a senior jealous, new maybe so a man who say who can for you jealous, no be was slow, one jenny who need so constant worries, because I will full say, yeah. Wogyeagyaa ne ho a ɔbarima bi anaasɛ ɔbaa bi bɛgye wafiri ne tirim afiri ne nsam nti no, ɛno nso yɛ ayi. But sɛ mokae Othello syndrome no, saa pathological jealousy no ɛyɛ real paa, because most of the time no, you have most people who try to like take just control you. It's not going to work. The antidote of jealousy is say who experience pain and answer jealousy na directly why dream say pain yourself to be compassionate, okay? And that naturally, no, you just have to learn to love. And don't associate jealousy with love, because it has nothing to do with that. Now, when you have to be your own happiness, build yourself up, and be positive at all times. And you know, me the movie see her say, "Na me buy a me se me nche no, enu popo kra na mache." And you know, and then sister, woman who about so nti no, wama Mrs. Saketwa Mechiba Minu, crisscross mensa, and Numa, they say, Aquacra was the sense, Steve. You are great. Nti na no na mebode afato na mefi so. Makome mawufo mu ho no mi maame aye waachi ama me. There's some question me waachi. Hi. I have to go get my waachi o. You know, wa mo share mo ayi mo ba mo contribute to your productive contribution sister ya atobra na me shra sister GH Sister OJ, I mean Shroud. Let me just pause this for a minute. Fine, yeah. Sister OJ, I mean Shroud. Yes, Sister Brother Nothing does it. Thank you, Nami Shroud. Sister Woman, Nami Shroud. My baby sister crisscross mensa. Sofo Samuel Okoso. So I mean sure I say na what be a winya mreba so no yedi nkomo and the internet no and the mo sister Alethea Dolly. I mean sure sister Raminana Martin. Me sure aha adofo no mu nyina me kase me wodi amegba. Oh jeez. Yeah. Going back and I'm trying to like cheat here going back, but it's not allowing me to go all the way. Sister Patricia, Kodia, that's so with Timmy join, Sister Nana Adwoa. You guys, me, that will be asking what we am rebels to me contributing, to me, so they will contribution, aiding como. We have to live with our truth and do the things that makes you happy. Don't do things to certify other people. You always have to certify yourself. For me, I focus on me, my happiness, because and then I'm me. Transfer to love my husband the best possible way I can. That like mirroring that. Ain't You Are Great by Steve Cron. I love this song. My baby sister's favorite song. And after this song, man to me, Nami Aduma, Yebeshia next week, Saturday. Anyway, the let's see. I can't get up. You are great, yes, you are Holy One. Walked upon the sea, praise God. Jealousy is a sign of weakness. Mighty God, everything about you is great. You are great, yes, you are Holy One. Walk upon the sea, praise God. You're great in majesty, mighty God. Everything written about you is great. You are 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 great. My Lord. You are great. Say you are great. You are great. Say you are great. You are great. Everything written about you is great. You are 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 great. Say you are great. You are great. Worship you today. You are great. Everything we say about you is great. Yeah, darling. Thank you. Your name. Darling. I love your name, Rob. You are great, so great. We worship you, Lord, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Oh, so great you are, doing marvelous things. Everything written about you. Yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Learn to love. That's right. We need to learn to love. Yeah. And be helpful. Bye, guys. Take care. Let me go see. Let me go pick up my watch. Yay. That's what's up. So get to me that dear. The fun is but yes, she and the sister. Let me sure.